Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all had a fantastic Father's Day weekend, but more importantly, a happy Friday the 13th weekend. To fit on brand with the stream here, Steve and I both representing. Steve, if you'd like to show the audience your... Oh, and look at that. You got one from the Friday the 13th you hate so much.
Yep.
But the design is dope.
Exactly.
The movie stinks, but
We can appreciate that.
Right. I think I have a nice compromise of a great Jason movie and a pretty good design.
Yeah. Except his
I like
nice big gardening gloves or whatever
gardening
the hell
gloves
they are.
and his utility belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. So we're just two-manning it today. Turns out we're all adults. There's a lot of schedules kind of conflicting with each other. It's hard to get all of us together. We try to do it for like the big ones, but just life happens. So for tonight, we're two-manning it. I think this is the first two-man I've done since Corey and I did one with the whole State of Scream right after the whole Melissa Barrera Hamas Israel thing happened. But yeah, we were just there.
I think we did one, a real quick one.
Oh, did we?
I think. I think it's like we did the Injustice Supers.
Oh, we did. I think Corey started on that one and then he left.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
So that was a 2.5-man stream. But yeah, if you read the title, if you saw the thumbnail, we are gonna celebrate Jason because I missed the birthday weekend. It was actually one of those happy coincidences where it was actually his birthday on this Friday the 13th. He turned 79. So, to do something in his honor, we had to do a stream because if there's anybody here watching that is already subscribed, I started my channel by talking about all these damn movies. All these Friday the 13th movies, the good and the bad. So today we're going to go through movie by movie. We're going to kind of put the two against each other in like a cinema showdown type thing. And the only exception, unfortunately, for both of us, because we're big Halloween 3 guys, we're not taking it off the list because we don't like it, for the record. We love it. But we are excluding Halloween 3 because Halloween franchise has one more movie than Friday the 13th. So for all this to match up, we figured we'd take off like the anthology pick that's not really related to the rest of the Michael Myers timeline. Like I know we have some Jasons that maybe aren't technically Jason, but it's still in that Friday the 13th vein. So yeah, this way we have an even 12-12. We can go movie by movie. We can compare them. Some of these matchups I think will be super easy. There's a couple fun ones.
Terry? Yeah, I haven't looked into what the really matched up. Yeah, because since we took Halloween 3 out, like I know, like obviously it's one movie down for Halloween, but
so it'll start normal, 1 and 1, 2, 2. Yeah. Beyond that, yeah, that's exciting. You don't really know everything that matches up. There are some good with some good, some bad with some bad, some good with some bads. It'll be fun. We'll have a couple that I think you and I might be fighting in one direction or the other. Yeah, because I think when we did if you go back, we did like what was it, a tier list of it was the best villains.
We ranked
we did a best villains list.
We did Halloween's, Friday the 13th, and Scream. That was like our first one I think I was on here for.
Yeah.
So I kind of know where you lie with what you like and don't like. I remember I liked Halloween 2 a lot more than you did, so we'll see about that, I guess.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, I actually feel like that Scream, that 31 we did was the first ever live stream on the channel, so you were there for the first one, I'm pretty sure. But we also did the bracket for March Madness of villains, and eventually one of the brackets came down to Jason versus Michael. Spoiler, Jason did get the nod. I was trying to pull for Michael, but we had more I love Jason, but I was trying to play devil's advocate because Steve and Orion immediately were like Jason. So I was like, I got to try for my guy Michael. Terry, always with us. Love you, buddy.
It's close.
This is gonna suck without Corey from Culture Shocked.
I think Jason's just more badass. Just look at him back there, dude. Like just staring at you.
Just staring
my lights
at
are fucking it up, but still,
killing the ambience. What do you think of like the news now with the whole Jason universe, which I'm not loving for the record, but like they had the big like Friday the 13th big announcements are coming. And
I don't like the way. I honestly don't like the way it looks that much either. I mean, his mask, it's like a unibrow. It's like a unibrow. I don't know if you've seen the new design. It's like confirmed his new design. You can go look it up.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, the quality shit right now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better now. Yeah, I don't love the it's mainly the mask. The rest looks fine. I'd have to see an act. Like, if he's as big as the dude from the remake, then all
Derek
right.
Mears, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gonna live with that.
Yeah, because like that design, that looks fine. It's for me, really, it's just I don't know why they gave it the unibrow.
They gave him the Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I don't like it
Yeah,
at
I'm not
all.
huge on that either. Yeah, overall, I mean, with the rest of the look, I'm kind of fine with
The
it. You know,
rest,
like
I
the
just gotta
raggedy
see.
shirt and yeah.
I just gotta see like the portrayal, I guess. Like obviously, a picture's not gonna do it justice for me.
Right, of course. But like, yeah, just I don't know. This universe seems to be like promising, but a lot before it's delivered anything yet. Like they're like pushing out these products. And one of the big announcements on Friday the 13th was they're going to start making NECA toys, which I guess that's a big deal. But I think when they say a huge announcement on Jason's birthday, people are expecting like a movie's coming.
Movie, yeah.
Or they're rebooting the game, maybe.
And the thing with the show is obviously it's not going to be about Jason, so
yeah.
That's
more of a Mrs. Voorhees.
For me, the only way that show even is remotely worthwhile is if it leads into the events of Friday the 13th Part 1, or they don't show the fact that the last few episodes, or maybe even the last 2 or whatever, are going to be Friday the 13th Part 1, pretty much remade. That's like the only way.
They would like end the series. They would end the series.
They end the series with going into Friday the 13th Part 1, or the ending is Friday the 13th Part 1, just kind of remade, and then they come out and announce the movie.
And then you get to bring this guy into it.
It's got a death curse.
Yeah, we don't need him, but
crazy. I'm gonna listen at work. Fuck them customers. Hell yeah, Corey. No, Crazy Ralph, are you kidding me? If we get through that series, we have a chance for them to cast someone as Crazy Ralph, and that would be incredible. But
they could probably take someone from Oil City as Crazy Ralph. That'll work. Just go down the country fair.
Average Venango County resident. Average Venango County resident be like,
it's got a death curse.
What I would like to see is, like I just said, with that series, maybe do a first movie that's just like 2 and 3 again together. Give us the second movie being Part 4 with young Tommy, and then the end of the trilogy just being adult Tommy and dude Jason Lives again.
Hell yeah, yeah.
That's what I would do.
Right, and then the other piece of Jason news in the Jason universe, I don't know if you saw this, but like somebody put on their YouTube channel because they had interviewed Kane Hodder, and he said like he said he can't confirm everything, but he said he is coming back from doing mocap for a new game again with Ilphonic and the same people. And he saw the guy with like a Friday the 13th the game poster in his background, and he just looked at him. He said, "You're gonna love it." So I'm like, what are they remastering? What are they doing? Is it Gun Media?
That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome because well, obviously the first game looks like shit.
Yeah,
because it was super low budget. Texas Chainsaw Massacre looked a lot better. So if they make another game and just make it look better, play a little bit better.
And Chad was
I love that game.
Chad was a donor, right, for Friday the 13th. He pitched in for the Kickstarter or whatever. That's dope.
If I ran the credits, you'd see him eventually.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I know people are really mad at Gun Media right now and Ilphonic because of the way they're kind of just like sleeping on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and like people are pissed that they're just forgetting about it when people paid money for it. So like people are like, oh, they're gonna have to do a lot to win my trust back. But if they announced the Friday the 13th the game's coming back, people would be back day one.
Yeah, the thing is with games like that is like, I don't know. I imagine the player base isn't that high because Dead by Daylight's way popular for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know, the variety and shit, even though I don't think it's nearly as fun. But so the player base probably isn't that high, and they're probably just kind of like, yeah, fuck it. Why are we making updates for, you know, a small player base? But now I get it.
Right.
I get why people would be pissed.
But God, even if they just like revived the old game and gave us the content, the Grendel and Jason X, that would be so dope.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that we all were expecting. Yeah. Right. But yeah, that Kane Hodder tease, like you could tell he wanted to say something to the fans, but he was kind of on like the Marvel hush hush.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping it's something to do with that world because man, I spent way too many hours playing that damn game.
Yeah, me too.
Right there in your background.
Hell yeah.
All right, but with that being said, I think we'll get into it. This should be a shorter stream. We say this a lot, but this should be a shorter stream. Bring back Friday. Final Fantasy 13, Corey?
That's what I was like. What?
Bring back Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, lightning. Okay.
I wouldn't know, but I'm sure I'd think it's terrible. Chad's been playing Final Fantasy 16 lately, and he's been loving it.
Chad's playing 16?
Yeah, he's never played it.
I haven't played it yet either.
He's been really liking it.
Okay. Well, that'll be definitely.
I started Silent Hill 2. That was
the remake or the original.
The remake. I'll probably never play the original, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen how janky it looks, and I put up with Resident Evil, but
yeah,
I think I'm.
It's like MGS1, early Resident Evils. That's about it for those kind of games for you.
Yeah.
I feel it. All right. With that being said, we can now go on to the meat of the stream here, and let me make sure I'm in the right category. Made a little graphic for each one, so we'll start with I think what is probably one of the easiest debates on this whole list.
Yep. Yes, it is.
I'll give you the full thing here.
I like the pictures. This is cool.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Look at Mrs. Voorhees, that Betsy Palmer, you crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if we ever did one of these episodes in the future, hot take edition, we talked about doing like movie hot takes. If you're a regular on the live streams or even on my like videos, you probably know by now. Not a big fan of the original Friday the 13th. And I don't think it's just even a product of its time, because Halloween came 2 years before it, and it's way better in every regard. I just think it's not a very well-made movie, and it tried to rip off Halloween. They admitted that. Sean S. Cunningham has admitted that. It
has a great kill, though.
Well, I mean, Tom Savini's involved.
Yeah.
That's a great part of this movie. Tom Savini saves it with his effects. Some of the kills on here are super lame as well. We may be talking about some of these kills very soon as well. There's a couple really good kills in the first one and in the final chapter because Tom Savini returned. Other than that, I think the pacing is awful. I think the movie drags for 80% of the runtime. It's a murder mystery whodunit where you never get to meet the killer until like the third act, which is not how you should ever do a murder mystery. Like at some point you should see the killer up until it's like, oh, here she is. So going back, I don't enjoy it that much. Like Kevin Bacon's in it, but I mean, other than that, it's not great acted either. I prefer Halloween in every regard. I know a lot of people love Friday the 13th, the original, and I used to, but watching it in more recent memory, it's gone way downhill.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with what you say. I don't hate it as much as you, but it's not very high up on the list, and the only reason it's above a few is because the direction they went with 7, 8, and 9 are just pretty bad. So,
right.
And this spawns, the idea for the movies, the franchise. 7, 8, and 9 just they just go a direction I do not like at all. So for that reason alone, I probably prefer this over those three. That's probably about it, honestly.
Like in the franchise, you prefer this only over 7, 8, 9?
Probably, yeah. I mean, 5, I guess, is debatable for the obvious reason, like my name. But
You're right.
But I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it, but I don't remember the pacing being that bad. But like you said, the whole premise of you don't meet the killer until like the end.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's who it is. And you don't care.
Yeah, and Betsy Palmer, her limited screen time. I mean, she hams it up. She goes for it. She was very good. You fucking kill him, mommy, kill him.
Yeah,
she's really creepy. Yeah, but like as far as the pacing, it's like stuff where when you go back and rewatch, you'll see where there's like full sequences where it's just like you can tell they're filling time because they want to make like a full length. Friday the 13th could have been like a 40-minute short. Like it's so could have been, and it probably would have been better for it. There's just like full 5-minute sequences where it's showing Adrienne King, the main girl. It's showing her make like a pot of coffee, and it's just like sitting there for the full pot's getting made. It shows this person like circling the driveway and then pulling out, and it's like it felt like a 3-minute scene when it could have been like 15 seconds. And it really kills the momentum of the movie. Terry, yeah, most people really do like the OG Friday, and me and Steve both have an opinion with the remake that a lot of Friday fans would hate.
Yeah, we'll get there. But yeah, the original Halloween is probably my favorite horror movie ever, so it's kind of a no-brainer for me. I think it's the best in the Halloween franchise, and it's no question for me at all. So but
it's literally it's like a fucking almost a perfect horror movie, you know. And it's one of those movies where what else can you really say about it that hasn't been said?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the perfect it's the perfect like example of building tension and suspense throughout the movie for the ultimate third act. Michael Myers is creepy as hell.
How important the soundtrack is.
How important music is to a movie. Yeah. A motiveless killer, which always helps, you know, makes it more scary because there's nothing there to like stop them. They're just a killing machine.
And he's just creepy as fuck.
And he's creepy.
Growing up, I thought Michael Myers was like the scariest by far. I grew up a little bit and saw that his mask was different in every movie, and he looked stupid in about 50% of the movies. But as a kid, man, I was terrified, especially 1 and 2. Just seeing them, it's like, no, dude, no. Yeah, but Halloween, it's a no-brainer.
Oh, that's a link. Whoops, I shared a link. Well, hey, if you want to sign up for StreamYard, I get money and you get money. So I was like, what's this? I just clicked it. Yeah, Halloween no-brainer. Absolutely. The first should be studied by horror fans everywhere. If you haven't seen it, I think it still holds up. Just an excellent. And then, of course, like it could even be argued that Dr. Loomis is like the main character of Halloween. Like it's always like about Laurie Strode, but he's almost like going for his white whale. You know what I mean? Like Captain Ahab.
Well, I was going to say, anytime I talk about Halloween is the new trilogy, I feel like it was missing that Dr. Loomis so bad.
100%.
I feel like it was just missing that type of character, and that like would have helped.
Absolutely. It would have like rounded out the story a little bit better, other than fucking Dr. Sartain.
Yeah.
We'll get to him.
Halloween 2018 is one of the movies that I'm starting to not love as much as I do.
Uh-oh. It's dropping off, huh?
But I still really like it. But there is some glaring issues, too.
Yeah, we'll move on from this one, but I think this is probably going to be like the biggest blowout of the stream.
Yeah, I think if anyone disagrees, you're probably not too bright, and you should probably not watch horror movies, and you should probably fuck off. But
you should probably fuck off. But, you know, subscribe, like, all that stuff.
Oh, my cat's fucking trapped in here.
Uh-oh. You need to let it out real quick?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. Get out of there. I like to go in that room and sit in front of the fucking sun.
All right. I will say this. So far, Friday has gotten the better artwork from me. I just realized.
On this one? Yeah, that's pretty creepy. I never really liked the skull hole pumpkin thing. I always thought that was kind of stupid.
Oh, yeah, like the Halloween. How it's a different version of the pumpkin. Sartain is my spirit animal. Shut up, Corey. You hate Sartain just like I do.
Too, the little remix. It's pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah. When Dr. Loomis in Halloween talks about Michael's eyes, the dark. Absolutely, man. That is one of the greatest like monologues of all time, like in any movie, not just horror. Fucking Donald Pleasance, man. Great, rest in peace.
He fucking went for it, especially in part 5.
Oh, Jesus.
He's like, this movie's...
Cookie woman. Cookie woman.
I love Cookie Woman. I watched this channel called what was it? We Watched a Movie, and they do like skits of it. And the one guy Jay, he always puts on like the trench coat and shit. He does such a good fucking. Oh, you have to watch it. It's hilarious. He says Cookie Woman. He just does it like ridiculous. All right, so part 2s. We got old sackhead Jason versus what a lot of people would say. A lot of people like to watch Halloween 1 and 2 together. It makes like a full kind of story there, like that one night.
Yeah.
Some people kind of prefer just the first Halloween because it doesn't introduce like the sibling angle. How do you feel about brother sister?
I personally like the idea because it just gives you a reason for nice. My light turned off. Wonder who did that. But I like the idea because it just gives you a reason for I don't know, like there's two ways to see it. You don't do that connection, then you have Michael Myers back, but you don't have Laurie Strode's character back because why would he still be chasing her? Is my opinion. It wouldn't make sense to me,
right?
Unless there was a connection. So me personally, I like the connection because then you get the rivalry between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in H2O felt really good, and then we get Resurrection. But I like the idea that they're like, I don't know, I just like the rivalry kind of type deal with them too.
Yeah. I also feel like there's a way they could have swung part 2 without the sibling thing, where it's like in Breaking Bad, right? He's like, Hank, his boss is his ASAC's talking to him about like, what, the great white will travel thousands of miles to get their prey. Like that's kind of like Michael. Maybe he's pissed that he didn't kill her, so he tracked her down. But like
I don't see it.
Yeah.
If he has no well, even in the new trilogy, because they're not related. They took back Halloween 2. It was only Halloween 1 that happened.
Right.
She's like making it all about her and thinking he's coming back for her, and then like in 2018, he clearly like didn't care.
Yeah,
and
she
killed,
made it.
yeah,
and
yeah,
kills. She made it like all about her. Right.
And
he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Go home. Yeah. So
that kind of
made me mad in a way because I'm like, well, that's kind of stupid. But at the same time, like, well, they're not related, so it kind of makes sense to me.
So you're like, oh, so that was his end goal? Stand at the window.
And for me personally, that made the new trilogy kind of worse for me because it was like, what the fuck's the point? I don't know.
Yeah. My thing about Halloween 2, man, is well, first of all, Tristan says Halloween 2 is the one I've watched the least, to be honest. I like the chase in the hospital. Good film. Don't remember too much of it.
I love the setting. I think that's the strongest part of the movie for me is the setting.
I agree. And Corey's with me. Yeah, we've never liked the sibling thing. Or he's just saying he hates me as a sibling, which could be. But yeah, I agree. Hospitals creep me the hell out. But here's the thing about the second one is it kind of went away from what made the first one so good. Like if Friday the 13th is copying Halloween, it kind of feels like Halloween 2 was copying Friday the 13th. Like they felt like they had to up the gore and up the body count, and like he wasn't in the shadows, like he wasn't lurking as much. It didn't feel as Michael Myers. It felt like they just were responding to an audience.
I feel like in that setting it kind of would have been difficult. With the hospital setting, because I mean, like, what's he gonna do? Walk by her fucking door and like stare at her while all the nurses are walking? I don't know. I was like, I just feel like it would have been kind of difficult to do.
Tristan says Jamie Lloyd calls Michael his uncle. Oh God, we'll talk about that. That's part 5. When he takes his mask off and sheds a tear. Michael Myers.
I don't know. I've always liked Halloween 2 because I really like the setting. And I really like the finale, and when Loomis shows up and they just fucking I think the ending's really good. Other than the fact
I give you points for all that.
Alive. Setting's
Hospital's
great.
Always been
just really creepy. Just imagine being stuck in these fucking narrow corridors, like
right. Yeah, I would say it just doesn't feel. To me, it doesn't flow as nicely as it does for some people watching 1 and 2 together. Like I feel like they're kind of 2 different movies. It's not the style I prefer with the first Halloween. I think it's good, but it's really, there's no Laurie until like the final 30 minutes. She's kind of just in a bed the whole time.
When it's fun. I get more Loomis.
Yeah, when he does get to the hospital, I think the movie gets really fucking good. Before the hospital, I don't love it. Tristan says the eye's bleeding. Oh yeah. Yeah, and somehow Laurie fucking nails him with 2 bullets in both eyes while she's like, but we're not here for little plot holes in horror movies. They're stupid.
And
we know that.
As for Friday the 13th Part 2, I mean, aside from the first fucking 20 minutes just being the first movie.
I know the fucking recaps in Friday the 13th, dude. They're the worst.
I don't mind Bagman Jason. He's all right. He's fucking goofy.
He is goofy, dude.
He's like goofy.
He's like a backwoods hillbilly with like no coordination.
Yeah, which I don't love.
He falls over every like 15 seconds.
I mean, granted, let's be real. I mean, Jason was mentally challenged and drowned as a kid, so I mean, I guess. Yeah. But like,
it's like his Batman Begins. He's learning to use his powers.
But like, I don't love the portrayal of Jason. But I mean, some fucking giant hillbilly dude with the sack on his head might kind of be terrifying.
It could be terrifying. Like if I put myself in that setting, I'm scared as hell. Watching it doesn't work as well as Jason with the mask.
Yeah. Also, like one eye hole, like, dude, you were putting yourself at such a disadvantage. What are you doing here?
Well, Jason he's his mom's special little boy. He's special.
The final girl in this one is
Ginny.
Yeah, she's good.
Ginny's good. Yeah. Amy
she's
Smart.
Good.
Amy Smart. Amy Steele. Amy Smart's a very accomplished actress. Not Amy Steele. But yeah, she's a great final girl. She's smart. She uses like the child psychology stuff against
my Batman fucking picture, dude. Making my face bright. That's better.
But she's like, yeah, she's more of a believable, not just like a damsel in distress type girl. She's a fighter.
Yeah.
I like Jenny. She has a plan. Yeah, she's smart. She's a fighter. She's resilient.
I like when you have a final girl that isn't like kind of just saved by plot armor and supporting cast. Like she actually gets shit done
herself.
Right. Obviously, the guy shows up and helps and whatnot, but
it's very woke of you, Steve.
Yeah.
Me and my buddies at work have started a new thing just to piss people off. We say because of woke. Say what? I have to drive 20 miles an hour in a school zone because of woke. All right. So what do you think?
I do think this is
close.
Looking back, this is closer than I would have said originally.
Uh-huh.
But for me, it's the it's the fucking sackhead Jason that's making me want to just go with Halloween 2 for sure. Just because I really do like the hospital setting, and Michael Myers still looks very scary.
Yeah,
in my opinion. And in part 2, his mask isn't
this. Oh, this was after this was after his mask was like underneath the Akkad's bed for years, and the smoking caused it to like yellow.
Yeah,
which actually worked in his favor.
Yeah, so I would definitely go Halloween 2 with this, but it's kind of close for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really close for me, but
I'm listening to music.
Man, this is tough. I think I ever so slightly. I think I agree with you. I do slightly prefer Halloween 2. If it was more like the first, half of the movie, I'd go with Friday Part 2, but the second half redeems it. Because the hospital stuff genuinely is like great.
Yeah,
all the stuff in the hospital is like it's one of the best chases in the Halloween franchise.
Yeah, and it's what should have been Rob Zombie 2.
Oh God, it started so promising.
They could have just built off of it,
Yeah, he's like, what if we just scrap that and do something awful?
Yeah,
Rob Zombie.
Okay, forgive you, Cody Leach, for that terrible opinion.
Yeah. I think that is probably the biggest. Take. That's his worst take. That's my biggest head. Like, what, dude? What the fuck are you talking about?
And he just hates Friday the 13th, which I get it. But if you like,
he didn't grow up with it.
You like most of them. For me, it's like pretty enjoying. You get to see creative kills, and I just think Jason's a cooler looking villain. So
yeah, and especially if you just like, obviously Cody's a big fan of just like a lot of carnage candy. So like, you think he'd love Jason? That's all he is, just a killing machine.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, obviously, I think it might shift here at some point, but Halloween's off to a pretty nice early lead here, 2-0.
And this is where we remove Halloween Season of the Witch, and we're gonna go straight to what the fuck's the fourth one called? Not the curse. Revenge. Curse is 5. Return.
Sorry, Revenge is 5. Okay, so let me get rid of the other one.
Oh, curse is 6. Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't remember the stupid fucking little lines. I just go Halloween 4, Halloween 5.
Okay, so what are your initial thoughts here? What's your brain saying to you?
Well, I love Halloween 4, so that's my initial thought. Aside from the terrible mask, I think this was a great Halloween movie. excluding the fact that they kill Laurie off screen.
Oh God, yeah.
That is the one big negative I have about Halloween 4. That's about honestly one of the only bad things I can say about this movie, because this feels like Halloween 1 pretty much all over again, but you're following a new lead.
And the thing is, it's like, let's bring this in even more. Look at that mask. Why did they not just give us
that one?
Yeah, why didn't they give us that? That is dope.
Yeah, I hope you have something with a clip of him from Halloween 4, because it's just that's the one thing about
I can probably pull it up while we're talking, but
it's just it almost takes you out of it. It almost takes you out of it because it looks so ridiculous. Like, I'm not scared of this guy.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I want to be, because I'll tell you what, Jason in part 3, pretty fucking terrifying.
Oh my God, hell yeah! It's Richard Brooker.
Yeah.
King of all traps.
The thing about Friday the 13th, part 3 for me, I know like my brother hates on it. I actually really like part 3. I like some of the characters in here. You got Shelly and like the biker gang.
Yep. You gotta love Shelly. Shelly's goated.
You have some. Yeah, you have some great kills in here too.
Uh-huh.
You know, he gets his mask. He gets his iconic look. I love the showdown in the barn at the end.
Yeah, you know what?
A lot of good things about part 3. I don't know why my brother hates on it so much, aside from bad acting or whatever. I get it, but
right.
Ooh, Halloween Ends. Yeah, that movie's ass. We'll talk about it.
What did he say? It's been a long time since I've seen the Halloween sequels. Last one I saw was Halloween Ends. Oh, okay. Tristan, you're probably a better man for just watching the original every year.
Yeah.
Honestly. This is Halloween. Listen, I love Halloween. Halloween's a franchise that peaked at #1. That first movie is untouchable.
So Nightmare on Elm Street, in my opinion.
I love Dream Warriors, but 1 is the best.
1's the best. 3,
I think they could have stopped.
3 I like a lot, but it's just, I'll be real. Like, come on, it is cheese.
You don't like the claymation skeleton?
At the end of the day, it is cheese. Where I think one's not as cheese, and I like more.
Steve, what's wrong with you? You don't like your alcoholic father fighting a claymation skeleton?
That's my second favorite Nightmare on Elm Street.
I know. He says, which is the one where the gas station blows up and scars Loomis? That's well, the second one he gets blown up in the hospital.
Yeah, that's where his face is scarred. But in this,
by the way, he was totally dead. He totally should have been dead at part 2.
This movie's where the gas station blows up. Also,
yeah,
him in the gas station's fucking creepy though.
Oh, it is. It is.
Michael Myers.
Yeah, and that's where he's at first wearing like the bandages, and then he
he's fucking creepy as hell at that part.
And such an iconic shot of like Loomis stepping in and like Michael turning to him, the camera zooming in. Great shot. For some reason, they put like when Michael, because Michael can drive. They've shown that a couple times.
Yeah.
Like when Michael pulls out of the gas station and Loomis is shooting at him, it cracks me up every time. They use like the old westerns, like
yeah.
The sound effects are crazy, dude. I love it.
This isn't.
And this one has Brady. Brady's pretty cool in Halloween 4. Even though he cheats on his girlfriend.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome. He did.
This one isn't as far off for me as I thought it would be. Like,
yeah,
I'm definitely leaning towards Halloween 4, and I think I'm gonna say Halloween 4. But
yeah,
I really like both of these. Like I said, this is the Friday the 13th. You get the iconic look. You have great kills in here. The ending sequence is good. I like some of the characters. I guess my biggest, I don't love the lead in 3D.
Oh, Chris?
I don't know. I thought it was okay.
I thought her backstory was a little weird. Where they implied,
that's what I was gonna say. I didn't really.
Yeah, they implied like maybe something happened, like when Jason found her in the woods one time. I don't know. It was strange. A strange direction to go.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say. Yeah, they don't say outright if anything happened.
He gives her the weird look. He recognizes her and shit.
When he takes the mask off, it's like he's taunting her.
Yeah, and I was like,
which is crazy. Like you said, the barn scene is cool. I think the whole Chris versus Jason thing at the end is pretty cool because again, Chris is a fighter. She like stabs him a few times. Like you hear him grunt in pain. The one dude comes out of nowhere like to save her life, but immediately gets killed. That's hilarious. But part 3 is a lot of fun. I'll say that. I think the first half of the movie's a fucking drag. It is very slow.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are.
I do too. I think this one's particularly bad though. But Shelley Shelley saves it a bit with his dumb humor. But I think the second half of 3D is incredible. Right. I really do.
I think it's Friday's probably biggest problem is most of the movies are pretty weak until you get to like the second half.
Right.
But
yeah, 3D is kind of how I feel about Halloween too. First half, not loving it. Second half, really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously Richard Brooker is an incredible Jason portrayal. Dude is terrifying. But Halloween 4,
day, though, Halloween 4 feels like Halloween 1 to me. You know, where you complain about Halloween 2 not really feeling the same as Halloween 1.
Kristen, we don't talk about that.
I would say Halloween 4 feels like Halloween 1. Like, it has the same feeling, the same vibe.
Yep, I agree. And that opening to Halloween 4 too is great. Like, it just sets the tone immediately. I've never seen something feel more like the Halloween season than the beginning of Halloween 4. It's so good.
And this Halloween 4 is probably my
second
most watched. And yeah, Halloween 4. I do really like 2018, even though it has issues, but I think 4 is right up there. It's definitely
and you got Michael with like a plan in 4. You know, like he takes out the electricity, then he takes out the police force, then he you got a tactical Michael in part 4. It's just that dumbass mask and shoulder pads.
Dumbass mask, dude.
And the fucking why did they give him the shoulder pads too? It's like his shoulders are up to his ears. He's like, what are we doing here? Why can this franchise not get Michael Myers right? It's so easy. Like they did good with James Jude Courtney.
I was gonna say they did good with him. It's just the movie,
right? But James Jude Courtney needs to be up there with Nick Castle for like one of the better Michael portrayals.
I'm gonna give it to Halloween 4.
This is crazy. It is close, but in a much. I'm gonna Michael Scott here. It is close, but in a much more real sense, it's not close at all. I'm giving this one to Halloween 4 by a pretty good margin, even though I have a lot of fun with 3D and I like it more than most fans do.
I love 3D, so
I do too. And what's up with the old fucking what's his name? The old stoner dude in Friday 3D. Like all those people look kind of their age, and he totally looks 50, acting like he's an 18-year-old.
He's just
it's so funny. He's just there.
He's that guy that is always hanging out with the fucking younger girl.
Oh God, he is too. He's that guy. And then you have some of the worst acting ever with that girl that runs through the cab.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah.
About 3D. Like this is super unpopular. I think I like 3D better than Part 2, just because it's the actual Jason. So for me,
really,
I get real Jason. I get better kills. I don't get fucking Bagman.
Bagman.
Best part about 2 is for me is the fact we get more lore. We get his shack and his mother's head and
right.
Stuff. I think that's the strongest aspect of 2 for me. But 3 is where I get the iconic look.
Yeah,
of Jason.
I totally get it.
I think some better kills and such. I don't know. I lean towards 3.
Wow.
All these movies I like to have fun. And I think 3 you have a lot more fun than 2.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, hey, there you go. And Terry's with you. He likes 3 better as well.
It's close. Yeah, they're right beside each other for me.
I go back and forth on they are literally in my ranking it's always either 3 then 2 or 2 then 3. So I'm the same way. They are neck and neck. So wow, is this Halloween 3-0 right now?
Yeah, it's about to change, I think, with the next.
He said, calm down. It's coming. All right. Well, let's see our next matchup and see if Friday the 3rd. Jason, we're so sorry to disrespect you on your birthday. It's going to get better. And it's going to get better starting
right now.
Right now. Because
now if this would have been Season of the Witch versus Halloween 3, and then we did it in the order, and we would have got Halloween 4 versus Friday the 13th final chapter, that would have been close.
That would have been really hard.
But obviously, you see that right there is my least favorite Jason, or Michael Myers. That is my least favorite Michael Myers.
Corey, I respect the honesty. And you know what? I did see a lot of, when I was younger, I saw a lot of Friday the 13th Part 3 as well, because they showed it on TV all the time. Yeah, they always showed Part 3. 4. Yeah, 6. They always showed us 3 and 6.
Yeah, I knew Chad would say that, and that's fine. I get it.
I'm with you, Chad.
It's close, but I like 3 more. I think it's better to rewatch.
This is our opposite Metal Gear opinion. I agree with Chad, and you and Corey agree.
Hell yeah, Corey. But in terms of Halloween 5, this is actually my least favorite Halloween movie. So
yeah, this movie stinks.
This is a no-brainer for me. They kill off. I'm not gonna lie, I forget characters in horror movies all the time, but they kill off the main girl from
Rachel.
Halloween 4, and she was a solid. She was a solid main.
Oh, I loved Rachel. I say if Rachel would have been in more movies, I think she could have competed with Laurie. I loved Rachel.
Yeah, that's.
If they would have at least kept her for like the Thorn trilogy, I think we could have had a conversation.
Tina's terrible. The little girl's terrible. And then
Jamie Lloyd.
She randomly can't talk. And
why don't you think Danielle Harris is terrible? Like in part 4?
No, 5.
Oh, just like the one where she's mute. You don't mean like she's a bad actress?
No, it's the fact that she's mute.
Yeah.
They're connected mentally or something.
Oh God.
And
they have a force connection.
The whole movie's her fucking seizing the fuck out and not being able to talk, and it's fucking stupid.
Bro,
Michael Myers looks dumb. Some fucking bumski on the fucking side of a river's like, hey, I'm gonna save this guy, and I don't know.
I know. And not only did he save the guy, the dude Michael tried to choke him and passed out, and the dude still kept him for a year. Like, oh, I'm sure he's a misunderstood guy.
And then, yeah, oh my God. And then
you have the other Michael with his nice car in this.
The whole thing at the end, the man in black comes and gets him out of prison, and
because they had to do something with.
Like we already said, the main girl Tina is insufferable.
Tina is the worst. Why would you replace Rachel, who people loved, with Tina? And I mean, just good.
Loomis is it makes the movie more enjoyable, but he's batshit fucking crazy in this.
He might be our redeeming quality in this movie.
Lost his mind, but it makes it fun to watch.
It does. I love Loomis in this movie. I'm like, if you're looking for the best Loomis performance, watch Halloween. If you're looking for the funnest Loomis performance, watch Halloween 5.
And you get the pitchfork kill. Aside from that,
I
think Halloween 5 is a fucking steaming pile of shit.
It's a stinker.
I would give this movie like a fucking 2 out of 10.
Yeah. And it makes things worse when, first of all, like they gave this movie to some French director who didn't understand the franchise. So he made a movie that's not Halloween. He made the Myers house for some reason a sprawling mansion now. Michael Myers, like the shape of evil, takes his masks off and sheds a tear. So he has like emotions, which means you fundamentally do not understand Michael Myers. It's just
terrible.
You have the terrible cops with the fucking clown noise every time they walk. You have Tina taking the lead girl role, who's terrible. It feels scummy because they made Danielle Harris a mutinous, so they didn't have to pay her as much. It's just, this is a scummy feeling movie, and it's not, and the final product's not good either.
Oh, on top of that, Also, I mean, I never loved the ending of 4 where she is.
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
I never loved the ending of 4 with her, right?
Yeah, Tristan said right here.
And then they never elaborate on that in the 5th one, really. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, they but they don't. It's just like
it's just kind of a forgotten plot point.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I see a lot of people on the YouTube sphere who say like, "Oh, I wish they would have gone the other way and made like Jamie the new evil," and like, I wouldn't like that.
Oh, cool. We got fucking Chucky. Motherfucker,
yeah, exactly.
I would kick that fucking bitch across the room and fucking end her right there, all right? That is not scary to me. That's my biggest gripe with Chucky back in the day. It was like, I'm little fuck, dude. I'll fucking punt that motherfucker. Like,
yeah, Chucky doesn't contend with the rest of these
Michael Myers, Oh, we'll get there. That's in H2O.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
The decapitation.
Tristan says then Danielle Harris came to the Rob Zombie. Yeah, she was Annie Brackett in the Rob Zombie films, which felt borderline wrong with a couple of the scenes because she was little Jamie Lloyd, and then it's like, this kind of feels gross. Tristan, when did Michael get so H2O? Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, Halloween 5 sucks. Now you can talk about the other movie being a lot better.
Yeah, final chapter is on most days my favorite Friday the 13th movie. Corey Feldman's awesome as young Tommy Jarvis. This is the first movie that actually gives you like people to like an actual story.
Yeah.
Like it's the first movie in this franchise that feels like it has production value. Like they actually have some good lighting to this. There's good use of shadows. Like that fucking scene with the lightning strike in the background as Jason spears the shadow is so dope. Ted White is an incredible Jason. He's terrifying. The beginning of this movie, Axel, when he hacksaws his fucking neck and twists it in half.
Dude.
Dude, the kills in this movie are brutal. And of course, that's because, you know, Tom Savini came back because they promised this would be the last. He wanted to kill his creation, basically, and they let him do that. But the movie's incredible. Had they ended this franchise here, I would have been okay with it.
I think they should have ended it with 6. 5 shouldn't exist.
I would have been okay with that too.
Ended it with 6. Should have been 4 than 6.
Yeah, it was just nice to get like a character like Tommy Jarvis in this franchise to have like somebody to. It's not just like a different random camper. You know what I mean?
He gets
a trilogy to develop. Yeah, and I love Tommy Jarvis. I love all the iterations. Part 5 is my least favorite, but I don't hate it. Love Tommy Jarvis.
Whack job. I mean, you know, you
would be.
Yeah, you survived this fucking hulking fucking man that's killing everyone around.
Traumatized. Yeah, but every time I watch like the final chapter, because it takes part right after 3D ends.
Yeah.
So you have like the shot of the barn of them like putting Jason in the ambulance, taking him away, and that slow zoom out, and just how dark it is. It's just you watch it and you're like, holy shit! This is a movie.
Yeah.
This isn't like schlock. This is an actual movie with production value. And I love the kills in it. I love the characters. You have fucking Crispin Glover, a total nut job. The dead fuck.
Yeah.
You got Ted, you know, Ted the lover boy. You actually have characters that are funny in this movie. They don't just all feel like generic, like teenager A. They have their own personalities, their own quirks. Tommy Jarvis reacts very appropriately, I think, when he sees the girls getting undressed in the window, because that's how a kid would act. Some people are like, that's a weird acting choice. I'm like, no, dude, that's how I'd act if I saw a naked girl. How old was he? Like 12? I'd be like, woo! Can't wait to get to Jason X. Oh, we'll get there, my friend. But the final chapter, I can't say enough good things about it. It's amazing. I do know Corey Feldman was a little hellion to work on the set. So they said when Ted White broke through that window and grabbed him, that wasn't timed. So Corey Feldman was actually scared as shit. So I'm sure they got a little satisfaction in scaring him.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's any given day. This or Jason Lives is my favorite Friday the 13th movie. So this is an easy one.
Yeah, it's my second favorite. So, and it's
Friday the 13th on the board.
It's close with Jason Lives, but
yeah.
Jason
all right, so what do we got?
My number one.
3-1.
Yep.
And I will say if we had more, people here to like for tiebreakers, just to make it interesting, I may have gone Friday Part 2 over Halloween 2 to have a little more of an argument. But I'm totally fine putting Halloween 2 above it.
I see the argument is the thing. I do.
Yeah. Yeah, they're neck and neck for me. Okay, so we are now on to, is this an easy one?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is my guilty pleasure Halloween.
I know. You and me, we're not so different.
And the fact that it's not Jason just hurts this movie so much for me.
Can we agree that the Curse of Michael Myers to us is like this to this franchise?
That is the perfect comparison. It's not that good though, but it's
right. It's not Vilmer. Look, I love the Curse of Michael Myers. Like, I don't love it in a way that I love it the same way I love Halloween. I love it for Michael's back to being a badass. He looks good again.
I love the portrayal of Michael in this. That is
I do too.
The biggest strong.
And it's George P. Wilbur, the same guy that did him in 4.
Yeah, they just made him look a little better.
Isn't it crazy how you fix his look and it's like, hey, the actor actually does a good job. But we just couldn't notice it because he looks ridiculous in that movie.
I love that he is just a menace in this movie.
Yeah.
Aside from him being a menace in this movie, though, the movie is pretty fucking terrible. But I love it. I love it. I don't know. I can't explain it.
There's a theater cut and there's a director's cut, and they both have their positives and negatives. I wouldn't say like
I've seen the other one, to be honest. I'm trying to think of the one I've seen.
Did you see the one where Like they put the rocks around Michael to stop him, or no?
No.
Like they put the stones around him and he stops in his tracks?
I've never seen that.
Did you see the one where Michael kills Jamie by putting her on the hay baler or in the hospital?
Hay baler.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah. So you've only seen the one version then.
Yeah.
And you do know that Michael's like her incest uncle.
Yeah, I know.
Daddy.
Yeah, he fucking put it to her. Yeah.
He put
Pretty
it
cool.
to her.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, huh? No, it's not cool, Nightwolf.
It's not cool, but
Chad says Part 5 Friday the 13th wins this, even though unpopular opinion, I do not mind Halloween 6. Tristan says R.I.P. Donald Pleasance. His last scene in this film was sad and good. Oh God, it was.
We do get the death of Loomis, which sucks.
Uh-huh.
I love that we see a character other than Loomis fucking finally, like, just absolutely fucking
Paul Rudd?
Yeah. Like, I don't count 4 with him fucking getting shot down by a bunch of hillbillies, but
oh yeah.
Where Paul Rudd just kind of whoops his ass.
He does, dude.
And I love that.
You know what? Paul Rudd, I feel like, is very much a love or hate character in this movie, and I love him.
I love him. I love him.
Not just because it's Paul Rudd. Like, even when I watched this movie originally, I loved his character.
Yeah, me too.
But I totally get, I think Cody is one of the people that fucking hates him in this movie. And I get why people wouldn't like it.
He's fucking weird.
He's a weirdo, dude.
He is weird.
He's kind of like an obsessive stalker of his neighbor lady.
Hey, dude. But I love Shia LaBeouf and fucking Disturbia.
Yeah, he's got the same shit going on. You know what? This one, I will say part 5 has grown on me a little bit over the years, ever so slightly.
Here's the thing about Part 5. I've said it before. Part 5 feels like a Friday the 13th movie. 100%. It's just, you get to the end and the reveal is it's fucking EMT dude.
Yeah, you get to that reveal and you're like, who the fuck is it? Like, remember that random guy in the background, that one scene that gave the camera a weird look? It's that guy.
Yeah. Remember
it's
when
like not a character you're invested in.
Fucking got hacked down for trying to give someone a chocolate bar?
Well, if that's the way you feel, Vic. Joey. R.I.P. Joey. Oh, man. Yeah, the main reason I like Part 5 is because, I mean, the kills are pretty fucking gruesome. I love the redneck lady. She's insane.
I love what's his name? Is it Reggie?
Oh yeah, Reggie the Reckless.
Yeah, I liked him a lot.
And his brother, Demon.
See, I don't know. This is close for me. I like both of these movies. And my thing is I actually think Friday the 13th Part 5 is probably a better movie. I really do. The only thing for me is,
and they're both so bad.
The only thing for me is the fact that it's not Jason is what hurts it.
Right.
Like, this guy is like a tank. This guy's an absolute menace, just like Jason. But like, it's not him.
Yeah, because he does things that like normal humans should not be able to do.
Yeah, and I like that the way he's shot and like the darkness and the mask and stuff. Like he looks like fucking like he's creepy, like he's Jason. So
yeah,
but then it's like
aesthetically it works.
This is tough for me. This is actually pretty tough.
The thing becomes, what do we do in a tiebreaker scenario?
I don't know.
I know. I think we keep it a tie, and if anyone in chat at any point casts a vote for anything, that's it. If not, it remains a tie for the.
Dad leans Part 5 on this.
Oh, he does. That's true. Terry hasn't said anything.
I know Orion leans Part 5.
You know what he's gonna say?
What's Corey
Roy Burns for life. Oh God, I guess I don't know my brother enough. What would he say out of these two? I think my brother would probably say Curse of Michael Myers. Solely for Paul Rudd's performance.
Dude, this is close.
I think I would go Curse. This might have to be a tie for now. Well, Tristan's the tiebreaker. He says Leprechaun in the Hood beats both of them.
Yeah, I don't need to ever see that.
Harry, if you're still with us, could you give us a verdict? He said this is tough. He was thinking on it.
I'm still thinking.
Shameless plug. My coworker helped make Friday the 13th Vengeance and 1 and 2 fan movies. Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's sick. 1 and 2 fan. I saw a fan movie. It was like Roseblood or something it was called. It was like a sequel spinoff to Part 7, and it actually had Laura Park Lincoln back as Tina. I wonder if it's one of those. Okay, so where are you leaning? Terry, if you have an opinion, please share it.
Like I said, my biggest issue is it's one of my favorite portrayals of Michael Myers. It's obviously one of my least favorite portrayals of Jason because it's not him. So it's like, but
the movie around it, you think is like Part 5 is a more enjoyable movie?
I don't know. Better made I enjoy both of them, but it is better made. These are both like guilty pleasure watches at this point. I don't.
Oh, here we go. Chad says Part 5. Tristan says Halloween 6. I say 6. You probably say 5. Damn it! Are we in a 2 for 2 now? 2-2 tiebreaker. Corey, are you with us? No, he's probably busy as hell right now. We're at 2-1 right now. Halloween 6. Me, Tristan versus Chad at Part 5.
I think I'm gonna lean Curse barely. I
think you?
Curse.
By like okay, you going Curse?
Yeah. I mean, it's not much.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyway. Terry also says Part 6 by this much. All right, well, yeah. Halloween's gonna get the win by inches. By a tush push, they get the win. Yeah, you're right, Chad. You're right.
Yeah, and Friday the 13th, Part 5 is I don't know,
Halloween 6. Hell yeah, Corey.
It's not all Jason. Right.
Halloween 6 started running away with it. Tristan, Corey, Terry, me.
And me.
Chad. Yeah, Chad, you're I will say it's close. It's close. But I think
what's that up? 4-1?
That's 4-1 Halloween. Oh shit. Steve, what's the real better franchise?
We'll see.
We'll see. There's a lot of game to go, and this is an easy one.
Are you sure? A lot of people would argue
never mind.
Not. It is for me. This is a no-brainer.
I thought this was a different matchup.
This is a
no-brainer for you. Go ahead.
Friday the 13th.
What are you thinking?
It's my favorite Friday the 13th. Halloween H2O is like my fucking like 5th or 6th probably favorite.
Yeah, Halloween. H2O has fallen for me. I'll admit. Through the years,
Halloween H2O has dropped off so much for me. It's like an hour. I don't know. It feels like such a quick movie. It literally feels like an hour long.
It movie. It does go fast. That's a good thing though, right? Like it flies pretty fast.
It's probably my least favorite Michael Myers.
Oh God, yeah, Chris.
The mask is abysmal. Then they have the random CGI mask. That's also abysmal.
Oh no, the kills are non-existent. This is like a PG movie with kills.
The only redeeming factor that makes this movie even remotely like decent is that you get Laurie versus Michael, and it's really good,
and it's badass. From the point Josh Hartnett leaves the school and she closes the gate, the movie's great.
Yeah, aside from that, I just think that this is one of those movies that I think when it came out, for a lot of people, the last two were so ass to them that this movie felt like it was a masterpiece. But upon rewatch for me, I just was like, this is okay. This isn't like the Holy Grail like people are saying.
Yeah. Yeah, just going back and rewatching it, it's very tamed down. It feels like a cleaned up, polished horror movie. It doesn't feel like the grit of Halloween at all.
And I know this isn't fair to it. The next movie completely takes away the win.
Oh no! Don't you do it!
It completely takes away the win from the end of this movie, which is her obviously decapitating her brother, Michael Myers. So it's like this movie has aged poorly for me.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
But yeah, I just I
mean, it feels like that's the only way I describe it. Is it feels like a commercial horror movie, which like kind of takes the soul out of a Halloween film. You know what I mean? It just feels
like I said, the portrayal of Michael here is so fucking awful that it hurts it so bad. Meanwhile,
oh boy, what a film!
Meanwhile, we get Jason Lives, which is a very solid portrayal. This is my favorite Friday the 13th film. We have grown-up Tommy Jarvis, which is my favorite
Tom Matthews
character of the series. I love
pussy.
I love that we get this Tommy versus Jason Part 2.
Yes. Yes.
Sounds
like you're talking about Power Rangers, Tommy versus Jason. That was Red Ranger versus Green Ranger back in the day, motherfucker.
This is like where I feel like they really understood what Friday the 13th was. They have the campiness and the ridiculousness of it. You have some really good kills. One of my favorite kills, which we'll talk about in a future stream.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah, no, I think you're right though. This is where they perfected the Friday the 13th formula. It's like that perfect mix of breaking the fourth wall, acknowledging how campy it is, and some great kills, some good tension.
Yeah, and they give you a in a way, this is a good comparison, these two movies, because this is like, hey, the final showdown with the main character that you care about versus the villain. We get Tommy versus Jason, and which would have been a great ending with how it ended, where in H2O you get Lori versus Michael, and which would have been a great ending. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. These are like the premier like final girl, final guy versus their counterpart. Yeah, both of these movies. That's kind of cool. And I mean, for my money there, the Lori versus Michael showdown part is better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Jason in that burning lake is always an awesome image. Like there's something when I was a kid that stuck with me. Jason like in that fucking burning lake coming out with the like that scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, that's one of the like when I was a kid, that was one of the Friday the 13th moments I thought about all the time. And then them putting the chain around them and
Jason standing on top of the crashed RV, always a great moment.
But yeah, for me it's
and you know what? I think like this genuinely, like as far as like a horror aspect, when Jason's in the camp, like looking down at the little kids, fucking terrifying.
Yeah. I'm like,
and
damn,
then,
are they gonna go there?
Are they gonna go there? And then when the one camp counselor comes in, she checks on the little girl. She comes up and Jason's like right outside the window and he's like following her outside the window. That is such a great tracking shot.
Yeah, for me it's a no-brainer. It's part 6 for me.
Yeah, I would say I probably by this much prefer the final chapter, but if I was to turn somebody on to the franchise and I wanted to make them a fan, I'd probably tell them to watch Jason Lives. Because it's the most fun and it has some good kills.
Yeah.
So I think we're both a couple years ago, you know what? To be honest, this would have been closer for me. But H2O, man, it's just it's like you, every time I rewatch it, I like it a little bit less. And Jason Lives, I love it even more every time I watch
it every time. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So what's the count now? Is that 4-2?
Yeah.
Well, Thunder win the series 4-2. Yeah, we'll see. Pacers giving them a show.
They got the Halaban, dude.
What the hell?
They were calling him that, the Halaban, because he's playing.
Is that what they were calling him? Oh my god, that's good. Okay, so we are on to. Oh, this one's hard.
Hard because it's bad?
Hard in a bad way, yeah.
Ooh. I hate that I think I'm going the way I'm going.
Oh, no. This is a stink fest. So you have inarguably, two of the weaker additions in both of their franchises. This is, for Halloween, this is the movie that retconned like a perfect ending with Lori finally defeating her brother.
And look at it. They put
the new blood. And they put her on the poster like she's a big part of the movie. And then on the other end, you have the New Blood, which is Friday the 13th becoming creatively bankrupt and going Jason versus Carrie.
Listen, there might be only one reason this wins.
Oh, yeah. The design is goated. Best Jason design of all time.
Here's where my issue lies. Resurrection is so fucking bad.
So bad.
That I only enjoy it for how bad it is in terms of like Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, so you're watching.
So I'm like, I might enjoy watching this piece of shit more.
Right. So do you vote for so bad it's good because it's actually at least entertaining? Or do you vote for like just a bad movie?
Part 7 pisses me off. I hate this movie.
Yes. I will say there's a version out there that I wish audiences could have seen of Part 7 where they actually show the kills.
They don't show kills either, and that's like Jason's thing. So what are we doing here?
It was like H2O for Friday the 13th.
Yeah, except
as far as the kills,
had decent, little story going for it.
Right. It's real bad. I think the Jason versus Tina showdown's kind of cool at the end. I think everything leading up to that.
I like his performance. Yep. I like the way he looks. Aside from that, that is literally my only positive for this movie.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Resurrection. I don't think there is a positive unless you look at it as this movie's so bad it's kind of funny to watch.
Yeah, unless you're looking for funny positives. Is there something good about Resurrection?
But I'm not gonna lie, if I remember right, I might have had this as my least favorite Friday.
Oh, really?
It was between this and 8, and I remember saying that either one could be bottom because 8 had more kills that I at least got some enjoyment out of. Then they had like Asian kid Jason, which is random, and Muppet head Jason, and that movie's fucking bad.
And it gave us Ken Kersinger, who would go on to play Jason in Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh
yeah, this is rough, man, because Jason versus Tina, I think, is good, but that's literally like 15 minutes of this hour-and-a-half movie.
Yeah,
the rest
is
dog
I like
shit.
The portrayal of Jason, and
Kane Hodder, of course.
And I like the look. Where I don't know.
He added
what's your positives of Resurrection? Because I don't have any.
I know. I'm trying. Like I'm reaching.
It feels like the most generic. It was a generic premise that was made into a Halloween movie. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Like an early 2000s generic horror movie, and then they were like, "What if we made it a Halloween film?"
It's so entertainingly bad. Resurrection. I mean, a show is in his house. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't talked about Resurrection for bad movie episodes on the podcast. Here I'm looking for anything for Resurrection. Freddy's funny, but that's like in an ironic, ridiculous way. I think it's kind of cool, the scene where like the kid's watching the cameras and like texting the last girl, like he's coming up the stairs. Like I think it's cool when he texts her. Sometimes it kind of builds the suspense a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's about it. That's all I can say.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna lean towards Friday Part 7 simply because of Kane Hodder and
and
look how cool he looks.
Look how fucking cool that looks. Oh, here I have a positive, but it's only compared to H2O. Brad, what was it? I can't remember his fucking name. Brad Dury or whatever. He did a better Michael than Chris Durant. And that's a very small positive.
Yeah, I think
Brad Lordy, I think's his name.
The thing is, these movies to me match up well because this is like Halloween Resurrection doesn't feel like a Halloween film. It feels like a generic ass fucking film.
Commercial.
Part 7's like wholly desperate, completely just off the wall fucking idea for their franchise too.
Like they had nothing else. They're like, how can we keep this going?
So, yeah, I'm literally going to lean Part 7, but I mean it is ever so slightly. I think both of these movies are god awful. I don't care to rewatch them ever again. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm contradicting myself. I actually think Halloween Resurrection probably has more rewatch value for me.
Probably, yeah.
But, dude, we got the best Jason design of all time, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, this comes down to like bland or bland but like laughably bad that you can like kind of enjoy it. Or no, sorry, not bland. So you have Part 7 is bland and kind of pisses you off versus Resurrection that is like so bad that there's some entertainment value.
Yeah, but I asked you for a positive and you couldn't give me one, so
I know. Yeah, I gotta go Part 7. I actually don't hate Part 7 as much as you and Chad do. I do hate it, but it's not my worst by far. There's 2 or 3 I put below it.
Whoa.
Whereas Resurrection, yeah, I would put, what is this, Part 7?
I would only put 8, and that is the only one I could see.
I would put 8, 9. I just don't like 9, man.
Dude.
Hey, we'll get there. You can do your defense for... Okay.
It's ridiculous, and it's way more entertaining. 9's way more entertaining and has good kills.
But is it a Jason movie?
Yeah, it's him. It's just his heart.
And
also
connects
him to,
don't do that.
It connects him to Evil Dead.
Yeah, I know, but don't do that. On paper, that should be great. Jason is like a deadite, but it doesn't work.
I don't know. He's pretty fucking beefy in that, dude.
He is. He's swollen up from the sewer.
And he fucking
you know all that. You know all that toxic sludge that just goes through New York sewers. Like every movie in the 90s seemed to think.
Yeah.
Tristan says Resurrection is so bad it's bad, and it's at least some. See, that's the thing. Like you get entertainment value out of Resurrection. Like, what do we vote? Friday the 13th Part 7 is a better movie, so I think I have to go with that.
Perfect. I'm cool.
And we don't do a tiebreaker when both of the hosts on the stream agree.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Resurrection would win.
Yeah.
If I would have said Resurrection right there, if I would have done it for the aura farming, it would have won.
So what's that, 4-2? Or what
no, it just was 4-2. It's 4-3.
4-3. Okay.
Oh, shit. Here it comes. You're right. Friday the 13th's coming back.
Now, because it's about to go down another one for me.
You just thought in your head what the matchup is, huh?
But the next one, dude, I'm going part 9.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
So this was a no-brainer for me because...
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Rob Zombie era of Halloween that's very divisive amongst the fans.
Okay.
You take away the first 15 minutes of Rob Zombie's Halloween, I think it is a significantly better movie. Or first 25 minutes.
It's like, it's honestly like half an hour, but
it's way too long.
But here's the here's my opinion. You show him as a kid real quick in the house. You don't give any of this white trash backstory.
Oh God, Rob Zombie white trash.
You show him on Halloween night and his mom kissing him goodbye, and then you watch him fucking put the mask on and go fucking psycho. You get that. You get one scene in the insane asylum with his mom. I say give him one scene with his mom, and then she doesn't visit him again. You get the one scene with Loomis where he tries to talk to him and he doesn't talk to him.
Right.
He just doesn't
where
talk
you can
to
see
him.
he's done communicating.
Yeah. You get that, and then you get the breakout scene. That's all they should show in the beginning.
Yeah. And you know what? The first Halloween anyway, I didn't mind Malcolm McDowell as Loomis.
Yeah, I loved him. I actually loved him. I thought he was really
did too.
Good.
They made a strange character decision in the second one that we'll talk about, but the first one I really liked him.
Aside from that
Rob Zombie's Halloween was disturbing as hell. And also, don't watch the director's cut because there's a scene in the penitentiary, like the insane asylum, where the two guys SA a girl for no reason. Yeah, just avoid the director's cut.
I've seen it. I think it's the version that I've ended up seeing more, actually.
Yeah, but if there's anybody that's weird to that kind of stuff, because it is uncomfortable to fucking watch. Avoid the director's cut.
And it's a classic. Hey, Rob Zombie, everything we do is white trash.
Of course.
And that's my issue is why are you forcing your white trash bullshit on Halloween? Because if you take all the white trash bullshit in this fucking movie, it's a lot better.
And Tyler Mane is a fucking beast as Michael Myers.
The dialogue is cringy as fuck.
The dialogue, I'm going to come over there and skull fuck the shit out of you. Yeah, but, there's a lot of people just get like, it's okay to do different interpretations of characters. Like Rob Zombie, I appreciate him for taking some chances. The redneck stuff didn't work. But what I did like is Tyler Mane is fucking terrifying. Everyone's like, Michael Myers isn't supposed to be tall. He's like 6'1". It's like, he's doing a different interpretation.
Yeah,
he's doing a fucking 6'10", Michael.
I don't love
just destroy you.
I don't love the version in the second film where he's grunting and making noises all the time and
Hobo Myers.
But in the one version, but
Yes, Tristan. The director's cut is definitely even more depressing. I was good to you, Mikey.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I hated that.
R.I.P. Machete. But I do think that was necessary to show Michael has like no emotional attachment.
Yeah.
I did hate it too, but I know why it's in there.
Yeah, I love the portrayal of Michael. I think he pretty much does a shot for shot. For the original, but I like the spin on it that he gives us. I actually like lore. I actually like all like the characters.
Scout Taylor Compton. You got Daniel Harris back as Annie Brackett. Sheriff Brackett's great. Brad Dourif, Chucky.
I think there's a lot of good scenes in this. Like I said, he's pretty much copying the original, but in his own way. And I think
more like hyper violent way.
Yeah, hyper violent version. It's shot well. This Michael's brutal. He's a fucking absolute fucking Hulk.
And I'll say the Michael and Laurie, like, they almost do the Halloween 5 thing where he shows her the picture and you can see like, but it's done way better than Halloween 5.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I'm one of the people that really, I forgive the beginning of this movie because I love the last hour so much.
It's solid, dude. I will say for people that want to ignore that awful beginning and want to enjoy the rest of this movie, there is a cut on YouTube that pretty much starts when he gets put in the police car. And like they make a couple other little edits. I think it makes it better and it's shorter.
I do kind of like when he murders the dude in the woods.
Oh yeah, that's the kid from Spy Kids.
Brutal,
dude. That's so fucked up. That was probably the hardest kill to watch because it felt real. You know what I mean? It felt so uncomfortable.
Felt like I was watching a fucking snuff film, dude.
Oh yeah, it was rough. I mean, I know for you that's nothing, but for me that's uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, doesn't bother me at all. That's why I need to watch Terrifier so I can be amused.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement here, though. Jason Takes Manhattan stinks.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
I mean, he's not even in Manhattan, so that automatically docks it for like 3 points.
They shot like 2 days in Toronto and called it. Yeah, they shot for like 2 days there because that's all they could afford. Yeah, man, that's just like you said earlier, the weird Asian child.
Yeah, he's like an Asian kid randomly. What happened to his deformed head? Like he's supposed to be fucking deformed and like you know, mentally challenged, and now he's some little Asian kid.
You have Muppet Jason when he takes his mask off.
Muppet Jason. Why is there toxic waste going on in here? This has a few good kills, and I'm not gonna lie. The idea of being stuck on a boat with him, I think, is a cool concept. But you do take him out of like his, his realm in a way.
Don't bully people. Yeah, you're right, Tristan. Don't bully people. They could be the one that beats you with a 2x4.
Oh, it's a giant fucking tree limb, dude.
Oh yeah, it is a tree limb. I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah.
Aside from a few good kills, he's always wet for some reason.
Juicy Jason.
I don't really hate the outfit, the look. It's just I don't know. He's just always wet. It's kind of weird.
This is the movie that canonically introduced teleporting as well.
Yeah,
like Jason can definitely teleport.
Decent kills there here and there.
Just like super forgettable characters.
Yeah, like I said,
the boat thing loses as aesthetic after a while. Jason kicks the stereo. That's fun.
The biggest takeaway for this movie, the biggest positive, is the boxer kill for me.
Oh yeah, Julius.
But yeah, this movie sucks. I actually, dude, I'm weird. I low-key think I prefer this one over 7. I'm not gonna lie, but it's close.
Oh man, yeah, that's just like a gauntlet of shit for me.
Yeah, well, 7 just gives you nothing in terms of violence and everything, and that's kind of why I'm here for the most part. So
yeah, well, you've always said, right? Isn't your thing and I agree with you, where Halloween, at least at the start, felt like more intellectual, right? It felt at least it had like more layers.
So then I felt more disrespected when they got really bad.
Exactly. Whereas Friday the 13th, it's always just dumb fun
for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
That classic slasher. Hey, let's fucking slowly kill these guys one by one.
Yeah, and I agree to an extent. I mean, the first Halloween obviously has a ton of themes. Halloween H2O, I think, is even really well handled with Laurie running from her past, becoming an alcoholic, masking her problems.
Yeah,
I do think Halloween has some good movies that hit themes. And then, like you said, it's more insulting when they miss because they're trying to say something.
Yeah. But, yeah, like I said, I've always been a defender of the Rob Zombie Halloween Part 1.
Yeah.
I actually, this used to be my second favorite one. That's obviously changed. It's
really? In the whole franchise?
Yeah, just because I think the last hour was that good that I was like, dude, this is better than any other movie has done, aside from the original. But on rewatch, the beginning is very hard to get through. Very hard to get through. It's terrible. The more I've watched it, because I rewatched it for when we did our ranking.
Right.
And I was like, dude, I don't remember it being this fucking bad. It's just and why are we I don't know. Like I said, it's oh, now we're giving him motive. We're giving him a reason. His family's fucking garbage and white trash. I hate that.
Yep.
But aside from that, I really like the last hour. I think it's so good. It's probably 5th or 6th now. Yeah, I agree. It is.
Yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloween is probably about halfway up my ranking if I had to think about it. It's probably 7 or 8 for me. I'd have to sit down and really look at them all, but
I think it's with Halloween 3 included now. Now that I love it.
Yeah. I mean, come on, you 1, 2, 3, 4 all better than it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Those 4, and then
that's probably Halloween 2018?
2018. So it'd probably be 6 for me.
6. Yeah, we're not too far off there.
Right under. Halloween H2 is going to be right under it, probably. Mm-hmm. Barely.
And then Resurrection.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
So I'm going Halloween.
We're giving Rob Zombie a fucking point. I can't believe it.
So
but with this
5
match,
to 3. 5 to 3? Are we at 8?
5 to 3. No. Wait.
Yeah.
This is Friday 8, so yeah, it's 8. Okay,
5 to
so
3,
5 to 3.
Halloween. But I think that's about the. I think for me,
I think
we're evening up the score, dude. We're not evening it up, but 1 point closer. I know you hate. I know you hate 9, but dude.
Oh God.
Any given day, Halloween
this might be the hardest
is...
one for me. This is harder than 7 versus what do we do? 7 versus Resurrection?
Yeah, on any given day, Halloween Rob Zombie 2 is my least favorite. It isn't, but it's close. Like I would say, here's my thing: Halloween 5 is probably my least favorite because of I just think it's awful in every goddamn way.
Yeah.
So is Halloween Rob Zombie 2, but I get to watch him fucking stomp a dude's head. For that alone, I'm like,
you have the spear through the tent and then the pull up through the body.
Yeah, I like the violence of.
Oh yeah, the kills are great.
In the beginning, I will give him the hospital scene, like Tristan said.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, did he say? Yep, the dream scene. Tristan, if the whole movie would have gone that direction, Rob Zombie's H2 would have been better than his first one, and then it didn't.
My thing with
Brad Dourif gets some great moments in the second Halloween. I love Brad Dourif in H2.
My thing with Jason Goes to Hell, yes, it is not good. The story is terrible. They do the sibling thing as well, or relative, whatever.
They introduce the relative and the magic dagger.
The magic dagger is absolutely fucking stupid. This whole movie is fucking stupid. However,
great kills.
I get great kills. Steven, great main character.
Creighton Duke.
He's a badass. I like Creighton Duke as well.
Yep.
And like I said, it also teases Freddy versus Jason at the end.
It does.
Okay. And it gives us that, and people waited like fucking 10 years for that shit or whatever it was.
Yeah, I know, because it kept getting delayed, and then it was getting remade, and then they scrapped it, and then the thing about Jason Goes to Hell, dude, is on paper it is Jason meets the Evil Dead, Jason becomes a Deadite, Freddy recruits Jason to hell. That should be like an incredible movie, but on paper. And it just doesn't work for me at all. The kills are great. You have the very like Brandon Cronenberg body horror. Like the dude's fucking face melting on the floor is nasty.
We get good violence. We get great violence. Honestly, I don't mind the way Jason looks in this. Honestly, it's kind of weird.
Oh, yeah, like the puffed up look. I did rank it higher than a couple looks when I ranked the Jason looks, so I don't hate it either.
Like I said, I love the main
from
character.
Jason. Yes, Steven.
I
guess some people would call the main character of Jason Goes to Hell his sister.
Maybe.
What's something Voorhees? I can't. Is her name Pamela too? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I just rewatched both of these series not that long ago. I always hated on Part 9, and after rewatching, it's a better put together movie than a few of them. Its story is just wild.
Here's my thing. Rob Zombie Halloween 1 for me was not a disappointment. I liked it. It was good. Rob Zombie Halloween 2 is a fucking total disappointment.
Maybe the biggest disappointment.
Aside from the hospital scene and a few good performances and the violence, I hate Michael's portrayal in this. I hate Laurie's portrayal in this. I hate Dr. Loomis's portrayal in this. So the three
where are you at, Mike?
The 3 most important characters of the series are turned to shit. They're terrible. All
Absolutely.
3 of them terrible.
Laurie sucks. She just becomes the world's against me. Fuck Annie and fuck Sheriff Brackett. What's his name? Loomis becomes a self-centered asshole for no reason.
The only good part is she listens to Am I Evil by Metallica at the one part.
That's true. And Sheriff Brackett does have a great scene when Annie does.
Yeah.
Very great acting by Brad Dourif.
But of course, you get the classic Rob Zombie. Hey, I want to put my wife in everything. The fucking white horse shit.
The white horse.
I don't even have words for that. It's terrible.
That is so ridiculous.
Terrible. It's actually the worst thing in the franchise for me.
That might be worse than Michael having a kid with his niece.
It is worse. It is worse. That at least is just showing that Michael's a ruthless fucking villain.
Right. He's just an animal.
Yeah.
Daniel Harris, of course. I love Daniel Harris in both of these movies, actually. I like Daniel Harris way more in the second movie than Scout Taylor Compton because it's not Scout Taylor Compton's fault. It's the writing for her character. She is so fucking unlikable.
Mike, you like Linkin Park with the new fucking girl singer. I honestly don't want to hear any opinions out of you. Your opinions suck.
Maybe Mike shouldn't join. You guys are going to start doing Metallica versus Linkin Park.
Yeah, well, it's Not even close. So, the funny thing is, they say Metallica sold out and, quit making metal music. Yeah, and they did. And fucking the Black Album's fucking way heavier than Linkin Park.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, it's just Saint Anger, Death Magnetic from that era on.
Oh no, see, I think half of Death Magnetic's good.
Yeah, man,
All Nightmare Long, Day It Never Come, Cyanide, Suicide Redemption.
I'm conflicted with Death Magnetic. I
Saint
go through
Anger's
phases
terrible.
where I'm okay with
I think Reload's way worse than Death Magnetic.
I'd have to look at the track list again, but I might
Reload
agree with you.
Bad. I just re-listened to it.
There you go, Soundgarden. We can all agree there, right? Soundgarden's pretty dope.
They're okay.
Damn it, Steve! All right, where are we landing on this?
Oh, it's Jason Goes to Hell for me. No question.
Am I gonna give a point to fucking Jason Goes to Hell?
I think
Dude, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is my least favorite Halloween.
Yeah.
Jason Goes to Hell is probably my least favorite Friday.
That's fair. But the disservice of Halloween 2.
Yeah, this is
you gotta think,
man.
Jason Goes to Hell followed up from Jason Goes to Manhattan. So your expectations were already shit.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie Halloween 1 wasn't bad. It was solid. And then you got this.
Yeah. I guess if I'm forced to sit down and I have to watch one of these, I'm probably gonna watch Jason Goes to Hell. Just because it doesn't piss me off in the fandom the way that Halloween 2 does. Halloween 2 feels like the last Jedi of Halloween where they just shit on fans.
Yeah, yep. I agree.
So, point goes to Jason, and that's what, 5-4 Halloween?
Yep.
Oh.
Now we're getting to,
Are you doing the math? Do you know what's coming next? Here we go. Oh, this. Okay. This is fun, but this is hard for me, man. I can't do my baby like this, but Halloween 2018 is so much better, isn't it?
It is.
Why did Jason X have to? If Jason X would have gone up against Kills, Ends, Resurrection, 5, I would have put Jason X above so many Halloween movies. But it matched up against 2018.
Where are we at? 10. So what? There's only 2 left.
There's 10, 11, 12. There's 3. Let's be honest. Halloween's going to win this and go up 6-4.
It is.
So we're going to have Halloween Kills versus Freddy versus Jason.
I think it's going to be a tie.
And Halloween Ends versus...
It's gonna be a tie,
oh my god.
But
there's no way it's not a tie.
Let's at least talk about them because Jason X is definitely worthy of...
See, this is the problem with even numbered movie franchises. Okay, so this sucks, man, because I love Jason X.
Me too.
Jason X Liquid Nitrogen head smash scene is awesome.
Yeah,
yes, if we're ever to do a tier list of Friday the 13th kills, that would be very high, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wonder.
I wonder. Man, it goes to Halloween 2018. Jason X is some of the most fun I have with the franchise. It is them fully acknowledging that they're out of ideas, because anytime you send a horror icon to space, you're out of ideas. Leprechaun did it, Dracula did it, but somehow it works. In this B-movie sci-fi channel way, Jason X is a damn fun time.
It is. I think Uber Jason is
what do you think of Uber Jason? You like him?
Yeah, I think he looks sweet. I think the regular Jason looks fine in this too.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a fucking sci-fi. It's straight to fucking
DVD,
it's
made for TV. Yeah.
But
it's so fun.
It's fun.
Yeah. Sergeant fucking Brodsky's a badass.
You get some solid kills in this.
It's gonna take more than a little poke in the ribs to put this dog down. Yep, that'll do it. It has the homage to the sleeping bag kill. It's got the Camp Crystal Lake 3D simulation, which is dope. It's got the video game section where they think Jason's a video game. That's funny as hell. Jason literally kills a whole civilization of people in this movie. When the Grendel crashes into the space station. That's why people unfairly give Jason hundreds more kills than he. They're like, well, dude, he killed a whole colony. It's that doesn't count.
No, it counts.
Well, then Jason's winning the kill count by 500.
Yeah, I think Halloween 2018 is way too good of a movie to lose to Jason X.
It's just a bad seeding for Jason X.
Yeah, Halloween 2018 is definitely one of the best in the franchise.
See, if we had Halloween 3, this would have been Jason X versus Halloween Kills, and that would have been easy.
Yeah, I agree.
In the other way.
Halloween 2018 just did fucking... Almost everything was right. Almost everything was right with that movie. There was a few issues.
Yeah.
Dr. fucking Sartain is one of them. Terrible decision.
He's like the evil Dr. Loomis.
Yeah, I hated that. So
hated
dumb.
it. And when he came up on the car's headlights and he had Michael's mask on, I laughed out loud in the theater. I'm like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
But I did love when he got fucking smashed. So.
Oh yeah, the fucking head smash.
And I will be honest, I never loved the whole Laurie's going fucking straight Macaulay Culkin and like sets up movie traps.
The traps, yeah.
I never loved that.
She's a mix of like a mix of Sarah Connor and Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, I never loved it, but I get it. I do get it.
I get it.
But once again, they're not related. And back when this movie came out, I thought they were. So for me, it made sense. Like, dude, if I'm her, I'm like, my brother is definitely coming back to fucking kill me.
Yeah, yeah.
And now that I like realize that they're not related in this trilogy, I'm like, I don't know.
Right. And you know something else, like something else that hurts this movie just by the sequels existing is the fact that everything was done backwards. Like Laurie goes 40 years without seeing her brother, and she's like this crackpot the whole time. Then he gets out. He kills her daughter, and she's just fine. Like in Halloween Ends, she just moves on. She should have, those 40 years, she should have moved on with her life. He comes back, he traumatizes, kills her daughter, and then she's fucking Sarah Connor. Like they did everything backwards.
I agree with that.
And that hurt it, you know, in retrospect, because we saw Kills and Ends. It wasn't a problem when it was just this movie.
Yeah. Aside from like cringy fucking stupid dialogue, you get
some
really
bad humor.
Scenes. Yeah, you get some good scenes in here. Like you said, the teeth scene was really cool. I didn't care about the stupid fucking them guys, the vlogger.
Oh, the podcasters, yeah.
But I loved that scene in the bathroom. It was kind of like they were like trying to do the Rob Zombie. Well, I was gonna say like the Rob Zombie with the big black dude. Forget his.
Oh yeah, my name's Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Joe Grizzly, yeah.
I love Joe Grizzly. And it was also a nod to H2O when he comes in the bathroom, but he just takes the purse and takes the keys.
And, we forgot to mention about the best scene in H2O.
H2O? Oh, the one arm?
Yeah.
Michael fucks, okay? Michael fucks and he lifts.
Like,
don't you call that out?
You get great kills. I think the story
James Hugh Courtney is great as Michael.
Yeah. Is this the one where they do the one...
the one take, the one shot.
Yeah.
Yes. Probably through Haddonfield.
That's probably my favorite part.
So good, dude. So impressive.
Great performance from
I think James Hugh Courtney, he just brings that presence. He's scary. Jamie Lee Curtis is really good in this. Obviously, at this point in her career, she's a seasoned actress. She's very good. Judy Greer. I didn't like Judy Greer in this movie. I like her more in Kills.
Yeah, same. I agree with
she's one of the few things I like more about Kills in 2018. Very few.
And as much as I don't love the whole fucking Home Alone shit, I do think it was set up well. I love when they bait him. They bait him at the end and get him down there.
Oh yeah, when Judy Greer does like the fake crying.
Yeah, and he fucking
so good.
pops out. Yeah.
And they do like the opposite throughout the movie where Allison sees Laurie outside her high school window instead of Michael. And then when Michael knocks her off the roof, she's gone, like the other way around.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I do like the showdown at the house at the end.
Yeah, I do have. I'm with you. There's some problems have come through more. Like the humor really doesn't work for me in the movie. It's the fat friend. He ruins everything.
Oh, I was gonna say the dad. He's like, I got peanut butter on my penis.
I forgot about him. Jesus, that's what. Damn it! I got peanut butter on my penis. Dude, Dad. And then he just gets
laughing at it now, but I watched it. It was like, this is fucking stupid, dude.
And then he just gets like a yo-yo kill at the end of the movie. They don't even give him anything good.
Yeah, I think doesn't he just snap his neck? Or something?
Yeah, he gets like choked out by a wire or something.
The scene in the fucking
but the
police
skull
people,
kill. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he makes him a fucking jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, the kills in this are pretty brutal. They kind of take the Rob Zombie approach with the brutality of them. I like
he killed a kid in this movie.
Yeah.
He killed a kid in this movie right away when you're like, whoa, Michael just killed a fucking kid, which made when he walked by the baby later, you're like, there's no way. Is he going to do it?
This is tough because this was like probably my second favorite. I don't know if it still is. I'd have to sit and think about it.
But just think about it. If it wasn't for Sartain, for me, the fat friend, and I'm trying to think there's a few. Sartain. You take out Sartain, the fat kid, and the dad and his cringy humor, this movie probably goes up a full point. Yeah, and it's already pretty good.
My thing, I know you disagree with it. I just, I feel like the fact that she acted the way I don't know. I think if they would have been related, it would have made more sense for me too, personally.
Oh, so you would have liked them to have been related in the sequel trilogy?
Yeah. Just because, like, I think it would have gave it more, like, validation for me, I guess, for, like, her approach on, he's going to come for my family, and not just her, but, like, her whole family, and she's always watching out for fucking her granddaughter and shit, and because of it, and...
I get what you mean, and I think it would have worked better in that aspect, but I also like how, like we talked about earlier, she spent her whole life like this, and he didn't give a fuck about her. Like, I like that. She was the main survivor, and she was the victim in this, and he's like, you're just a Tuesday bitch.
Well, that's one thing I did like, is the fact that they were like, he doesn't give a fuck, and I'm like, good, because
that was Halloween Kills. Yeah, he's like, he's not coming after you. He doesn't care about you, Lori. And that was what Will Patton, his character.
Yeah.
I like Will Patton in these movies.
Same.
Yeah.
Fun fact, he's the right-hand man to John Travolta's character in Punisher.
Really?
You know that? Yeah, that's him.
No.
Will Patton.
I love Will. He never gets any recognition.
He's like his gay fucking right-hand man and Punisher.
Happy June. All right, Jason X, we love you. We love you, and I don't even know if it's a guilty pleasure way or just a fun way. But as far as movie quality, bad matchup. Halloween 2018 wins this one.
I agree.
So that's going to be 6-4.
Yep.
And Steven, then I think we're running into what you said because we have two left, and I think I know where we're going. I was thinking
in my head, and I know the next two are definitely winning.
Yeah. So here's the next one.
And for whatever reason, a lot of people love Halloween Kills, and I think a lot of people are fucking stupid.
Michael Glazers?
Yeah. I think they secretly love Jason and want Michael to be Jason.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, Halloween Kills is the most Friday the 13th Halloween of all time.
It is. But for me, that hurts it.
Yeah, and for other people that are like, oh, yeah, I love it. It's like it's Michael Unleashed. It's like, yeah, but that's kind of more Jason's thing.
Me too. I remember watching this movie, and I was like, this movie fucking sucks. And I was like, it sucks so bad, because I watched it when it got on, what was it, Peacock?
Yeah.
And I instantly messaged my friend and said, dude, this movie fucking sucks. I'm going to rewatch it and make you watch it. So I watched it 2 times in a row.
It sucks so bad, I'm going to watch it again and make you watch it. Steve confirms secretly loves Halloween Kills.
I didn't rewatch it when we did that list. Yeah. I haven't rewatched it since then. I'll just start with Halloween Kills.
Yeah, please.
So I guess this would be my positive, but it's also negative. Is that he is, once again, he's brutal as fuck in this movie, and he's a savage. Like, he just runs through motherfuckers, you know? He gets some good kills. He's just an absolute unit in this, and I do like that. But at the same time, I prefer my Michael in the shadows, doing the work, you know, taking his time, picking them off one by one.
Tactician.
Yeah.
Michael's not Jason.
Yeah, and you lose that with this movie. This is like, okay, this is undead Jason, essentially.
Right.
But then they, at the end of this, and then in the next film, they completely go 180 on that, and they're like, well, now he's a fucking hurt pussy. But we'll talk about that.
Now he's a giant puss.
My only other positive is the flashback scene in the beginning of this movie was the best part of the movie.
So good. Bro, when we got that flashback, it set me up for false hope. I'm like, this movie's going to be amazing. Especially at that time, we were coming off 2018, and at that time, we probably both had it ranked higher. Like, we were in love with 2018, so we're like...
Yeah, 2018 was my second favorite.
Right. You get 2018, then you get the flashback to start Kills, and it's like, dude, is this going to be even better than 2018? And it wasn't.
And now my long list of negatives. Character logic. Holy fuck, every character in this movie has no brain and is terrible. There's not a single Okay, maybe the mom, not Lori,
Burnt Mask
but
is
her
sick,
daughter.
Tristan. Yeah.
I don't love the Burnt Mask, but it's okay.
Oh, you
It's
don't?
solid.
I love Judy Greer. I do like Judy Greer more in this, like
Yeah,
I said, than
she's
Halloween
better in this.
2018.
Lori is sidelined the entire movie.
Like
Every
Halloween 2.
character in this movie, other than that, sucks.
Yeah.
Everyone's like glazes the firefighter scene. I was like, this is retarded.
Oh, yeah, me and you kind of agreed on that, and
It was
I was
stupid.
surprised. I was surprised I got anybody to agree with me because everyone was loving it, and I'm like, this is terrible. This is like John Wick meets Jason Voorhees.
They're going at them one by one. Slow as hell. It looks stupid. Like they would have,
Yeah, even like the choreography was bad.
Yeah, it didn't look good. I thought it was ridiculous. I'm
I
sorry,
agree.
but like, if me, you, your brother, and fucking Mike had those weapons, dude, we stand a chance. Let's be real.
Right.
Like, honestly,
We'd have someone
like,
going.
The first person's dead, but the other person's putting an axe to his fucking back or his side. Like,
Right.
It's.
But then it wouldn't be him. It'd secretly be an ambulance driver.
Yeah, that's true.
Resurrection.
And then you get the scene with all the people in the fucking park in the car.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
Terrible.
The wife that takes the gun and then runs away from everybody with the gun.
Tommy. Terrible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude. Anthony Michael Hall. What? I feel bad for the guy because that was fucking awful. Like
the hospital scene?
When awful. When Paul Rudd's Tommy is better than yours, that's bad, right?
Like, the hospital scene is actually my least favorite because Danny DeVito is running around. They think it's Michael Myers. I fucking...
Evil dies tonight! Evil dies tonight!
I cannot stand.
I hate it, dude.
I cringe every time. And they're like trying to make you like playing like this sad music, and they're like making you try to feel bad. I don't know. It's like it's pretty fucking.
Well, and you know, it came at like a sensitive time in America where they had to make like commentary on mob mentality and the dangers of it. And it's like at this point in this franchise, stop trying to be intellectual. It's long gone.
And then they're like, yeah, we're going to split up and go get him. And like everyone just has zero logic. They go into his house and get their fucking ass beat.
Don't join me. I want to go alone.
The ending also pisses me off because they have him beat and they could have killed him. And they're like, let's beat him with bats and stuff. And they're like, all right, let's all stand here. And then he slowly gets up and kills all of them as they all sit there and watch.
And then 1v1s them again as they come out one at a time.
Yeah, it's terrible. It looks bad.
The dialogue is like poetic in a way that people don't really talk. Evil must die tonight. He is the evil and he's coming for me. Like, shut up. People don't talk that way.
And then they kill off the mom at the end, which is
they do, Judy Greer. Yeah.
Which is also
terrible. You didn't like that? I kind of like that.
The way it was done.
Like, that was a twist. Well, the way it was done, I agree with you, was bad. But I like that they killed her.
That's fine if they killed her. I don't like the way it was done.
Yeah, I agree. Kristen said they made him with baseball bats. What the fuck?
So yeah, the whole movie just pisses me off. This is one of those movies where I'm just really mad at the entire movie.
Now, if you watch this with friends, there's a lot of fun to be had because it's
because I just made fun of it the entire time.
Yeah, and it's chaos, and the kills are pretty good.
Little John and Big John are in this one.
Yes, I love Little John and Big John.
That's the other positive.
Yep, I got my knife. You know what happened here? Michael Myers cut off his sister's tits.
But yeah, this aside from that, I can't have fun with this movie. I just
Awful,
think it sucks. After 2018, it was like a fucking big old slap in the face.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor, watch YouTube the 1978 scene. YouTube Little John and Big John, and then all the kills of kills. That's all you need to see.
Yeah. It's butt.
It's butt, man. That hospital scene is like awful, especially in a series that has so many good hospital scenes.
Yeah.
You gave us a terrible one.
Danny DeVito runs around and kills himself.
Nobody recognizes that this Danny DeVito guy isn't a fucking 6'2" killing machine. And then he jumps out the window and the sheriff's like, now he's turning us into monsters. Shut the fuck up.
Talk about Freddy vs. Jason to make me feel better about this.
Freddy vs. Jason was a decade in the making. It was a lot of directors that signed on and then left. It was a lot of financials that could never work out between two different studios. And then we finally got this movie. And I don't love Monica Keena as the main girl. I mean, now listen.
There's two things you should love about her.
There's two things, and they're the first two things that walk in any room. Wait, Freddy died by fire and Jason by water. How can we use that? But the movie's fun. Like, I think it absolutely lives up to its premise. Freddy and Jason are the stars of the show, and they're awesome in this movie. This is probably my favorite Freddy since Dream Warriors.
Yeah, same.
Which is sad, but it probably is.
I don't know what the fuck that's.
What light through yonder window breaks? Wait, I think he's trying to do like. There's a quote here. It's not Evil Dies Tonight. What light through yonder window breaks? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. But,
I think that's an Expedition 33 quote.
But yeah, you get some great kills. You get some great Jason bits. You get great Freddy bits. The fight in the like house, whatever it is, the burning fucking house thing.
Oh yeah, at Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, is great. I love when he fucking the bed.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a great kill. Because that guy's such a douche. He had it coming.
Obviously, there's some issues.
I wish they would have used Kane Hodder instead of Ken Kersinger, of course.
Same, yeah.
They wanted Jason to be more like menacing to Freddy. They wanted him to look taller and like tower him. But Kane Hodder would have been so much better for the role.
I agree. Don't mind the design though. I think he looks fine.
No. It's a Shakespeare line. I was making fun of everyone talks. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're right, Chad. You're right.
And
the fucking cornfield scene is dope.
Yeah, this is just one of those films. You know, it's just
you have the
fun. You can't take it too serious, and that's with a lot of Jason movies. The premise is good. I think the story's good enough.
Yeah, you know what? I actually like how they explain Freddy bringing Jason back. It makes sense. I actually think that works pretty damn well to bring fear back to the kids in Elm Street.
Yeah.
I love the cornfield scene. I love Jason Unleashed. Freddy only kills, one person in this movie? So this is definitely more of a Jason movie.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's why he wins.
That's why he wins. Their fights together are awesome. Like I said, this is my favorite Freddy since Dream Warriors. When he comes out of the fucking lake and he's all red and pissed. So good, dude. So good. I think there's some genuinely good stuff here. I hate the choppy slow motion, but that was like a style choice in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I hate the part where they get high as hell and like the fucking
the caterpillar.
It's so dumb. That part's.
Oh yeah, you have like the Temu version of Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
But I think the movie delivers on what you read the title. What are you expecting? Freddy versus Jason. You get two fights. They're both really fucking fun. I do hate Jason being afraid of water. Like, I hate how they portray that.
But, I mean, in a way, I guess it makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah, but they've never made that a thing in the franchise.
The scene where he puts his fucking claw to the baby.
Yeah.
Every time I watch it, I
love how sadistic Freddy is. But yeah, this was just...
I'm sure you love in the remake when he's...
No. But yeah. It's a fun movie. I have a lot of fun with Freddy versus Jason. It's definitely in the top half of both my Freddy and Jason tier
it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love it.
I think this is a no-brainer for me.
It's not pure cinema. It's not poetry. It's just some dumb fun of two horror icons fighting each other.
Absolute.
And Jason wins. Absolute cinema. And Jason wins as he should.
Yep.
All right, so that's 6-5.
6-5, and we're on to the last one, and I know exactly where this is going.
Wait, no, where both of us are going with this. This is a blowout. For a lot of people, this would not be a blowout, to be fair.
Well,
we don't have necessarily the most popular opinion with Friday the 13th remake. But for people that don't know yet,
I think a lot of people are coming around. I think a lot of people
you know what?
like the remake more
I think it's aging. Yeah, it's aging pretty well. But for people that don't know, Steve, what are our opinions on Friday the 13th? I pretty much parrot what you say.
This is my third favorite in the franchise.
Me too.
I think this is a very strong outing for Jason in terms of portrayal. I even like the look. I think they got great kills. I love the way they sum up the first two films in the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie.
Absolutely.
I love it. They give you the bit with his mom, right at the beginning. You watch her get her head cut off.
Right, Pam.
And then you watch it's cool too because like when you first watch it, okay, you get introduced to these campers, and I'm fully convinced this is the group we're getting in the entire film.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then they get absolutely slaughtered by Bag Jason, and he is terrifying.
Bag Jason works in this movie.
One of my favorite scenes is when the dude gets bear trapped, and he's just full fucking sprinting and just fucking right down into the
right through his fucking head. Dude, which just shows it goes to show you how much more of a Chad Leon is, because he walks through bear traps and nothing.
Yeah, true.
Leon Kennedy's he's a Chad.
And dude, the fact that he puts the bitch in the sleeping bag above the fire, dude, like Jason's fucking brutal.
Slow cooks her.
Awesome.
He slow cooks her ass.
And I think this just sums up the first two films. The way they do it that quick, I think it works perfect. And let's be real, no one wants to see his mom. No one wants to see Baghead. We want to see Jason we know. And we get that pretty early on.
We do. With that weird country dude who likes to fuck mannequins.
Yep. I really like I like a lot of the characters in this. You have the black guy and the Asian guy. I think they're both really funny.
Oh, they're all...
I think Trent is like the perfect character.
Dude, Trent's a god. How can people hate Trent? Like, you know his character's supposed to be a douche. Oh, babe, you have tremendous nipple placement, dude.
I think Jared Padalecki's character is a great main character for us.
He's like the Mark in this, like in part 4, looking for his sister.
Yeah, I'd say my only like real issues is the fact that Jason keeps his sister alive that long. I feel like it's a bit
kidnaps her and keeps her alive.
I think it's far-fetched, and I don't love that.
I think that is literally... Look, I'm not saying like, if you're not a horror fan, you could poke a million holes in this movie. But if you're a Friday the 13th fan, that is the only big hole I can see, and I'm like, I get it.
Yeah,
I can't defend that. Right. But all the other arguments about this movie are dumb as hell.
And I will say this. I understand the concept of like having this stuff so he knows where everyone's at. You know, he's not teleporting.
Oh, like he has like the bells and stuff.
I don't love the underground cave thing.
Oh, you don't?
I don't love that.
But at least they described like that there were miners in there back in the day.
Yeah,
like, people think like, how did Jason dig all those tunnels? It's like, well, you weren't listening to the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, I get it. I don't love it though.
But you don't
other
like
than
it.
that, those are my two biggest gripes. Everything else, I think you have a good cast of characters.
Yeah.
We get enough plot to where we're like, okay, you know, the guy's looking for his sister and stuff. So there's meaning there. There's meaning to it.
There's characters you can invest in.
Yeah, there's good kills, good portrayal of Jason, good look for Jason.
The kills, dude. Derek Mears is a fucking animal.
Yeah, I already said my only negatives. I love this movie. This is like this is top notch Friday the 13th. This is one of my favorite horror movies. It's definitely slasher. So
yeah. Here's one thing I'll say about it, and I'll admit, I do think it kind of has that. This is Platinum Dunes. They were doing a lot of horror remakes in the 2000s. I think it does have a kind of, when we talked about like H2O and stuff feeling a little more commercial, I don't think this has the grit of Friday the 13th. I'll admit that. That's about it. Like, I think Derek Mears is fucking... This is probably the Jason. Like, if I had run into any Jason in a dark alley, Derek Mears would scare the fucking shit out of me. That dude running at you full speed with a machete, you're done.
Yeah, the scene in the shack or garage, whatever the fuck, with the Asian guy is terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't know
and he has the hockey stick. He's like, dude, I think you're missing this.
Yeah, there's no way I would have reacted that way. Is that that's the same
respect
guy
to his boy,
right?
Same kid. He was also in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Damn, he was just
brief. Yeah. He was having a moment in the 2010s, early 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that his
boy went out for him.
Yeah.
His boy went out to try to get him. That's a good man right there.
But yeah, that's a dog, you know.
He got some good shots against Jason.
He did.
Until he found out Jason is a fucking master axe thrower.
I kind of love that about Jason.
I do too.
He's an expert at everything.
Dude, he's a fieldman. And like the archer shot when the dude's out on the boat, shoots him right through the fucking eye.
I love that scene when she's like in the water. Oh, and he fucking gets hit by the boat.
The boat smacks her. Just that thud you hear. And then I think the tension is really good when she's under the pier Yeah, when he's like
you get the titty jiggle.
Of course, you have to have it. This movie has an excessive amount of nudity.
And that's Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that's Friday the 13th, bro. The director of Friday the 13th Part 5 was a porn director, like literally.
Oh yeah.
But I think the remake is awesome. Like the fact that they can wrap up 4 movies worth of story in like an hour and a half shows you that the original Friday movies probably didn't have that much story to begin with.
Yeah, they didn't need.
Yeah, well,
and that's
right.
why I said I think they should do the show. It should lead in, and the last bit of it should be the first movie, I think, and then give us what we want.
Yeah,
you know what we want. We want Jason. So
yep.
But yeah, this movie's great.
We're done glazing that. Now let's talk about the other one that is a little bit polarizing in Halloween communities. I've seen a lot of Halloween fans that actually like this movie.
I think they want to be different and be like, oh, they're so brave for trying something. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they want to be like contrarians.
Yeah, and they want to be like, look, they want to like respect them for trying to be different.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I just, man, this.
They
like
must go back to the Halloween 5 with fucking Jamie's character, but with Corey, like, oh, I'm transferring my evil, in a way.
Oh yeah, like transferring the evil.
And they do that again because
they tried to do like the end of Halloween 4, into Halloween 5, transferring the evil. Yeah, man, this movie was the biggest enemy of this movie when it first came out was the marketing, because this was fully marketed to us as the final Michael versus Laurie. This is going to be 90 minutes of just these two going at it, fucking, full on. And instead they threw this curveball at us with Corey Cunningham, like this Robin to Batman, fucking like he's going to take the mantle of Michael Myers because Michael's this old 70-year-old pussy now, even though he just took on a whole city.
Yeah, and I guess he never recovered from his injuries, which
I
guess makes sense. But
people like, you don't get it. Like the more he kills, the more he transcends. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
He's hiding in a sewer. He's weak as fuck. He's pathetic.
He lives in a sewer. Yep.
Corey's
the star here, not Michael.
Yeah, Michael's pretty much in the back seat. I hate this portrayal. I would actually say this is. I think Halloween H2O, I hate Michael Myers in that because he looks terrible and his performance is terrible. I'd take that portrayal over this one because he's just fucking an absolute bitch in this.
And it sucks for James Jude Courtney because he plays the character so well.
Yeah, they shit on the character.
You can only do what the writing does for you, and you have to follow it.
They absolutely shit on the character. Out of nowhere now, Laurie Strode says, "You know what? I'm over it. He killed my daughter, and I don't
now
care.
that he's killed my daughter, I'm
gonna move on with my life. The last 40 years I didn't, but now I'm satisfied.
I'm gonna start cooking pies and shit.
He killed my daughter, and I feel much better about everything. Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm gonna write a novel.
What the fuck?
You gotta give grief. What is she like? Give grief the middle finger and show it your tits or something like that. Whatever she says.
We get Corey Cunningham.
Rohan Campbell. Nothing against you, man. Again, it's the writing.
The beginning of the movie is hilarious. I love watching the little kid get smoked. I'm gonna be honest, it was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, and then we get this character.
Great opening. I was actually. Were you actually shocked in the theater when you saw the opening? I was actually like, damn.
I watched it at home.
Oh, okay.
It was on day one.
Good for you not going to the theater.
I know. I saw Kills and I said, I didn't spend money on Kills. I ain't spending money on this.
Mm-hmm. Mike, what'd you think of Halloween Ends?
This douchey hat, dude. Holy fuck. What are you doing? Drinking at a pub?
I heard that Evil dies tonight, so there's that.
Well, I mean, you
should
watch our discussion on that one, yeah.
You need to watch these movies, Mike. Get to it. But yeah, Halloween Ends. Let's see. Corey is
Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight.
We have Corey as our main character, and he's getting bullied by band kids.
Yeah.
Even in school, by high school band kids.
Mike, that's all you need to know. The main character in this movie is named Corey, so he sucks.
And then somehow like,
all Corys suck.
But
exactly.
somehow he stares Michael in the eyes and suddenly becomes an absolute unit. He also out-muscles Michael Myers, whoops his ass, and takes his mask from him. Says, "Give me."
You're just a man with a mask.
Shoves him into the fucking dirt and is like, "You're nothing to me, bitch." Completely overpowers our killer.
Mike, so basically in this movie, this kid that he graduated high school, he's like 20, 21 at this point. He gets beat up by a bunch of like nerdy choir kids, but he's also the same. He gets beat up by choir kids that are still in high school. They want him to like buy them beer and he won't, so they beat him up. But the same guy somehow takes Michael Myers to the ground and steals his mask in the same movie.
Makes no sense.
Yes, just so you know what you're missing.
And then we get we have a few decent kills with the one with the radio host.
Oh god, yeah. The blowtorch.
Yeah.
The kills are good when like Corey puts on the suit and he kills all the people. Pretty good kills.
Yeah. And I will say the best part of this movie, honestly, is the fact that it ended and they actually did what they should have done with kills. And that was fucking kill him.
We'll turn him into hamburger meat.
They put him through a fucking grinder, dude. They actually just kill him. He's dead. And they could have done that in kills. Instead, they beat him with baseball bats and called it a fucking day.
He's probably dead. He's fine. Yeah, man. It was just like the level of.
Well, Terry, I don't know what to say about that.
What'd he say?
I think this movie's dog shit.
Oh. Well, you know, a lot of Halloween fans didn't hate Halloween Ends. Like, here's the thing. I respect them for going out on a limb. Like, at this far into the franchise, when it's supposed to end one way, I respect them for trying something so radically different, but it just didn't land.
You don't end a trilogy by introducing a new character.
That's it.
Your main characters in the back
That's
seat.
it.
It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
A planned trilogy of films that you didn't introduce this guy in like 2018 or kills, even to let us like get to like him a little bit. He just comes in out of nowhere. Michael takes a backseat like a giant pussy. The Laurie and Michael fight at the end isn't even good. It's so anticlimactic.
Yeah.
And it's just like everything we were promised and everything we wanted as a fandom didn't come to light. Instead, it's Corey and fucking Allison's love story that's so fucking cringe. And Michael Myers is a giant old pussy.
Meanwhile, on the other side of this, we get a great remake.
Thank you, Tristan. The final battle is a nursing home fight.
Well, you guys do know how much I love romance in movies.
Yeah, that's true. That's what you're known for.
Maybe
it's my favorite.
That's what Mike's most known for.
Yeah.
I would say it depends on the day. There's days I would put kills over ends and ends over kills.
Oh, I thought you meant on this debate.
No, but at the end of the day, both those movies are dog shit, and it just makes 2018 even worse when that movie was absolutely one of the brightest lights of the franchise. But yeah, all day it's Friday the 13th remake on this for me.
Agreed. And to be fair, it's not just a bad matchup for Halloween Ends. Like Steve and I genuinely love Friday the 13th remake. It would beat a lot of Halloween movies and a lot of Friday movies.
I've heard it's good,
dude. You would love the remake.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Friday the 13th remake. Wow. Yeah. Dude.
I'm
comparing it to all the Halloween movies, and I'm like,
maybe just Halloween is better than it.
Maybe.
Like the OG.
It's not good for me. I really like Halloween 3 though, but we didn't include that.
Oh, I know.
Halloween 3.
It's no Jason X.
No, it's a lot better.
No, what sucks, Mike, you missed it. I don't know if you're watching or not. What sucks is we got Jason X in here, and it just got a really bad matchup, so it lost.
Oh.
It got matched up against like one.
It was a no-brainer.
It got matched up against Halloween 2018, which is actually a really good Halloween movie.
So it did not pass.
It didn't. I said I did make a note, which sucks because like had Jason X gone up against most of the Halloween franchise, it would have won. It just got a bad seeding.
I've always said this. I know this is obviously really controversial. I like more Friday the 13th movies than I do Halloween movies, so it's close.
Yeah, you have said that.
I just get more enjoyment. I just get a little bit more enjoyment out of Friday the 13th as a whole franchise.
Well, here's the thing, though. I think you've been 6-6, haven't you? I mean, we'd have to go back and look at both of our.
Well, the way they line up, yeah, but
yeah, I guess the way these lined up, you're right. That's not like overall rankings.
Yeah.
But guys, for this 2-hour live stream,
it's gonna be 6-6. I hope you guys like a draw.
We accomplished nothing.
We'll run it back when they come out with a new Friday the 13th.
No. Just go ahead and do it. I'll help you guys out. I'll pick the winners.
No,
are you gonna pick the winners?
Yeah, I'll pick the winners. So it's a tiebreaker, right?
No, there's 12 movies though, and we went 6 for 6. We went
well,
6
yeah,
for 6.
don't worry. I'll make sure that it's
all right, Mike.
Like 7-5.
All right, Mike. What's better? Original Friday the 13th or original Halloween?
Probably the original Halloween.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You better have seen those two pictures and immediately said Halloween. You're like, that's not even fucking Jason.
I almost honestly
back there.
Because of that picture, I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost was gonna pick that just because of the terrible fucking photo of that girl.
All right, Mike, you have Sackhead Jason Part 2 before he gets the hockey mask. Spoiler.
Yep.
This is he did have a time before a hockey mask, and it's Hillbilly Jason right here. Or you have Halloween 2. What's better?
I heard Sack Jason's pretty badass. I'm gonna go Sack Jason.
Oh,
Mike's 1-1.
Jason's gonna win because Jason acts too. Oh, dude, he's
shit. The man behind the mask, he's back. All right, Mike. Next up, 1-1 right now. Next up is this.
Ooh.
We have Friday the 13th Part 3D, the first Friday movie in 3D.
I mean,
or we have Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers.
I think both of these are good pictures.
They are good.
I do
pictures.
too. This one's an official movie poster. This one's obviously.
Which one? I might be thinking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Which one's the one where what's his face jumps out the window and he says, "Meat bag."
Oh yeah, that's Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, that right there.
That wins.
Yeah, that beats.
Mike's
both
like,
movies,
Mike's like, Friday 3D or Halloween 4. I'm gonna go with Texas 3. All right, Mike, what do you think?
Just on picture alone, I like
here
the
he goes.
Jason picture better.
I need the picture.
Fuck, I don't know because
all right, now you have to go to.
I've heard the Halloween movies get pretty bad.
Well, they do, but not this one.
Hold on,
I'm sorry, not
the fates of Halloween. Tonight he's back.
Or a new dimension in terror. What do you think?
Here's one thing I will say about Friday the 13th 3D. I don't think it ain't like Final Destination 4 3D bad. I think it isn't ruins now that you don't watch it in 3D.
This is Friday 3D. Whoa!
I'm just gonna say that.
What is it, Mike?
The slogan for Halloween 4 is way better. I'm going Halloween 4.
Okay, what's that? 2-1 Halloween?
Yeah,
I always knew Mike was a Halloween guy.
I think he's more of a Jason guy, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, next up.
If it wouldn't have been for the Nightmare on
this is a no-brainer looking at the pictures.
God,
we have Friday 13th, the final chapter.
I'm going the final chapter. What the hell is that on the
just
right?
Immediately?
Yeah.
You're fair to say that. So what the hell's that on the right? But Mike, your name's in it. Michael lives, and this time they're ready.
I wish I died.
Mike, for the record,
this is a special day, right?
This is the Friday the 13th with both Corey Feldman and Crispin Glover, so you picked well.
Absolutely. I look at my title, horror movie expert. I know these things.
That's true. I shouldn't even question you. Is that 2-2?
Yeah,
it's 2-2.
Oh shit, Mike! Mike, you better not try. You have to take a stand.
Roy Burns.
All right, so we have Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Spoiler is not Jason.
Yeah, it's Roy Burns.
Spoiler. It's Roy Burns.
Okay.
Or it's like a what do they call it? I can't think of it. It's like someone who's taking the identity because they look up to them. So he becomes the killer. He takes the mantle.
Here's the thing about Michael Myers in Part 6. He's incest.
Yeah, so they kidnap his niece and he sleeps with her and has a kid.
Does he know it's his niece?
Yes, he R-words his niece. It's not shown.
Oh.
She already has has the kid.
So you
but
want
he R-words
her. Then he kills her.
You want me to pick
then he kills me. Yeah.
You want me to pick between Wish
not Jason.
Wish
Jason. Emu Jason.
or
And rapist Michael Myers.
Or rapist Michael Myers.
I just got demonetized.
Incest rapist Michael Myers.
What?
Yes.
He is. It is
But
a
he's a
great,
badass,
brutal portrayal of the
There's a
character
hospital
in this
scene,
movie.
dude, that's like Doc Ock, where he kills like 20 people.
This is like. Do you have any clips from either one of these movies? Let's
No.
show them. Roll the footage.
Nope. Roll the footage. Jamie, let me see the footage. All right, Mike. So
Roll
what do you
that
think? What do you
beautiful
like?
bean footage.
Do you like
Oh,
incest
God.
Michael or do you like not Jason?
Neither one of these options is good.
Does this help you? And Friday the 13th Part 5, one of the characters eats an enchilada and has to go take a shit, and then he sings a song with his girlfriend while he's taking a shit.
Is the
Also-
song,
The
the
song is
Underneath the Mango Tree?
no, the song is
Also,
Ooh Baby, Ooh Baby.
some guy
That's the whole
gets
song.
chopped by an axe, and he tries to give him a chocolate bar, and the guy doesn't want it, and then he kills him with an axe.
And the guy's riding a dirt bike, and Jason just puts his hand out of a bush and it decapitates him. Or not
All right,
Jason, sorry, Roy. So what do you think?
Is there anything cool that happens like that? And
He picks up what is it? His niece. He picks her up and puts her on the back of a fucking what is it?
He puts her on a hay baler, like with 3 spikes out that like he puts her on it and kills her.
Yeah.
The one that he also R-worded.
Yeah.
Okay. This is,
So he really got his revenge on his off.
Mike,
You know?
Paul Rudd.
What?
Paul Rudd is in that Halloween movie.
Paul Rudd is the main character.
He is a psychotic, like not psychotic, but he's a weird, creepy, like stalker next door neighbor guy that helps the girl.
Okay. Is there any sledgehammer kills in these two movies?
There are 0 sledgehammer kills, not like Winnie the Pooh Blood Money.
If you're thinking a variety of kills, I think Jason definitely wins in that department.
I would agree.
From what I've listened to the both of you, and as the horror movie expert, clearly I would have to go with Friday the 13th Part 5.
Oh, all right. So that's
here.
3-2 Friday.
3-2 Friday.
Mike is such a big Jason guy.
Try telling you, man. Let's hope he makes the right.
All right,
choice.
we're not going to give him any.
My
let's not give him any sway. Let's let Mike decide. Mike, look at this. Let me know what you're thinking.
No, I have. God, I don't know because I don't know about Jason. I thought I heard Jason Lives is bad too, or maybe it's not. I don't know.
I'm not saying anything.
but I know H2. I know H2O is fucking garbage. So I'm gonna have to go with Part 6. Friday the 13th.
Are you sure you're not thinking Resurrection?
Maybe it's right. I don't fucking.
Resurrection is Trick or Treat, motherfucker.
Oh, ew.
That's
who
Busta Rhymes.
are these assholes over here other than Jamie Lee Curtis?
That's LL Cool J and Josh Hartnett. And is that
Josh
Jennifer
Hartnett's up
Tilly?
here. That's
No,
It looks like
no,
her.
looks
no,
like
it's
her.
not.
Who's the black-haired chick?
I
Don't
know.
know. But this is LL Cool J. This is Josh Hartnett. Jamie Lee Curtis. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it. He gets killed by a roller skate in the face with a blade.
You don't know the girl with the fuck me eyes? Come on.
She's not. She's inconsequential.
Does she?
doesn't
Die?
mean
the blonde is Michelle Williams.
Okay. Does the black-haired girl die?
She does. She gets an awesome kill. So she gets she goes down a dumbwaiter, right? Like to get away from him.
Yep.
And she's going out of it, and he closes and like crushes her leg, and the bone comes out.
Nice.
So she's crawling away, and then when you see her later, like he guts her insides, and there's just like a little light in the middle of her stomach, like lit up.
Okay, now see, he's glazing it now. He's trying.
It's a good kill. It's the only probably good kill of H2O.
That is the good kill.
And Jason Lives. He folds the sheriff in half.
I've heard about this. I've heard about this. Yes.
In half.
Corey and Adrian have told me about this kill. Yep, I'm gonna go with my gut from the original feeling. I'm gonna stick with Part 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the right choice.
That is my favorite Friday the 13th movie. So you made a good choice.
Yeah, Mike. For the record, I think you were thinking wrong because that's Jason Lives is usually regarded as one of the best Friday movies.
Oh, there's one of them that I know you guys were like shitting all over.
It could be this one.
I think it was this one, yeah.
So we have Jason versus Carrie is essentially what this is. Remember Carrie with like the telepathy and Jason versus Carrie, the New Blood, or Halloween Resurrection with Trick or Treat.
Motherfucker.
I will.
Hey, that's okay.
We'll say knowing like Resurrection more.
Yeah. 100%. Just go off your gut, Mike, based on posters. You know, whatever you think of this. You're the horror expert. So tell us what you're thinking.
Resurrection has Spawn. I mean, come on. It does. Let's be honest here.
Wait, are you calling him Michael Jai White?
That's not Michael Jai White.
That's Busta Rhymes.
That's Busta Rhymes.
The rapper.
He did the Trick or Treat, motherfucker.
I thought Busta Rhymes was bald.
Oh.
I don't know.
No,
No. Maybe not. Are you thinking of LL Cool J that was just in the last Halloween?
Mike, are you
Mike, they don't all look alike, okay?
No, I didn't say that.
I know, I'm joking. No, but that's Busta Rhymes, who's also dope. And this is what's the model's name?
I do like Busta Rhymes. I've just never looked at him before. I thought he was bald.
What's this girl's name? She's like a model, and she did like that diva show.
Oh, is that Tyra Banks?
Tyra Banks, yeah.
Yeah, you knew that.
Yeah. She's in Coyote Ugly as well.
Yeah, Mike. Also, here's the guy from Save the Last Dance. Remember, with everyone thought he was going to be big for a while because he did that movie with Julia Stiles where they dance. And then there's Jamie Lee Curtis.
I'm not gonna lie, both these movies are absolute ass. And no, Jamie Lee Curtis, don't be fucking fooled.
She's in it for about 15
3 minutes.
Yeah. All right, Mike. So what are you thinking? What's speaking to you? Wait, before you decide, Steve, show him your shirt. This is the design for Jason 7. This is the best design.
Jason from the movie.
But the movie sucks. But the design is great.
I was here for that, and I
you were there,
loving that design. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that sold it for me.
Hell yeah.
That is the only reason that movie.
Sorry, I'm going New Blood.
I knew that was going to get you.
By the way, guys, Jason's winning.
What's the score?
I'm pretty sure it's like 4-2 now.
Or 7. Yeah, I think it's 4-2. Or 5-2. It's 5-2.
All right, Mike.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. That's Jason Takes Manhattan, okay?
Oh, God.
It is.
He kicks that fucking like boombox, which is hilarious.
He does, Mike. Look at Steve put his head down.
But I know that the very first Rob Zombie Halloween film is amazing.
I know about amazing.
But the second one, he made 2.
I don't know about amazing. He made 2.
It is very.
I know the second one's like. I know the second one's like really fucking bad.
Yeah, see, Mike's in the know. Mike, do you like? First of all, do you like New York Has a New Problem or Evil Has a Destiny better?
Evil Has a Destiny is way better.
Okay.
New York has a new problem. I mean, just call the Ghostbusters. They would take.
That's true.
Well, the issue is he doesn't go to Manhattan. He goes to fucking Canada. It's filmed in.
They actually filmed
Toronto or Vancouver.
So the real thing is Jason Takes Toronto. Got it. Well, that's false advertising. I'm gonna go with Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Hell yeah.
I agree. I think.
And by the way, 80% of that movie, Jason's on a boat before they even get to Manhattan. So
yeah.
So was T-Pain?
I kind of liked it.
What'd you say, Mike?
I just want to. Was T-Pain there for that? I'm on a boat, motherfucker.
No T-Pain at the time. All right, here we are.
Okay,
so we have.
I'm just gonna go ahead. Nope, I'm gonna stop you. I know Jason Goes to Hell is absolute garbage.
Garbage.
It's like so fucking bad, and it's so. This is like a shit. This is shit.
Thank you,
Halloween
Mike.
2. Rob Zombie
doesn't even know. I'm just taking support anywhere I can get it. Mike has no idea. I'm like, thank you, Mike. See, Mike knows.
These are both terrible movies. Why would?
Here's the thing, Mike.
Hey,
on
do I have
paper,
an option
Jason Goes to Hell. You gonna veto? Like none?
Yeah. Can I
Mike,
just say no?
Here's the thing, though, Mike. On paper, Jason Goes to Hell is like Jason meets the Evil Dead, which should be great.
I love the Evil Dead.
I know you love the Evil Dead.
We've talked about that.
Yeah, and it's not great.
Yeah, it sounds like something I would love, but I know it's terrible.
Yeah,
because
but Halloween 2 is all terrible.
I don't know, Mike. I think you might like Jason Goes to Hell more, but
Halloween 2 is also terrible. But
I think some bad movies you just would get enjoyment out of.
I mean, to be fair, I do love Blood and Honey, and
that's true.
That's not even like ironically love Blood and Honey. I actually legitimately enjoy that movie.
Mike, here's the ultimate question: do you want to see a Jason movie where a slug takes Jason's spirit to different people's body and makes them killers, but with good kills? Or do you want to see a Halloween movie where Michael loses most of his mask? He looks like a homeless dude, and he grunts a lot and talks and isn't Michael Myers. They're both bad
either way.
To be fair, like you're right. On paper, Jason Goes to Hell actually sounds like a good movie.
Sounds good.
The main character in Friday the 13th,
Jason Goes to Hell is great. His name's Steven.
Handcuffed, and he jumps over his hands.
He does a Jackie Chan.
It's pretty cool.
Like, you're cuffed behind your back and you jump and they come to your front.
Yeah.
He did that.
Steven's a total badass.
And his name's Steven.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Oh. Well, that,
also, Halloween 2 has
my voting.
Halloween 2 has Metallica, and you'd hate Metallica.
Well, that's true.
Metallica.
There he goes.
I just think they're an extremely overrated band.
That's fine. A lot of people think Linkin Park's really overrated.
I know, and that's
I like
both.
I like overrated bands.
Yeah. There's a lot of Metallica songs I like. I love Fuel. I love Seek and Destroy.
You're talking load. I could give you like 35 songs I like more.
A lot of you fucking idiots think Led Zeppelin's overrated, and that's crazy.
I just don't like him moaning all the time.
I understand that. I'm also an Aerosmith fan, and Steven Tyler also.
So you love singers that fucking moan.
Saturday night.
I love singers that have an orgasm on stage.
Do you love Axl Rose too?
That clearly means
no,
because
Axl Rose does that
they're
a lot.
into the music, guys. Okay,
your holy trifecta should be Steven
Tyler, Axl Rose, and Robert Plant.
Could you imagine if the three of them had an
David Lee Roth will be your fucking.
Hey, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm actually okay with Steven Tyler, Robert Plant, and David Lee Roth.
Could Ted Nugent be their guitarist?
Hell yeah. I'm making my own band.
He's one of the best guitarists out there. Come on. I mean, you may not like the guy's like views or whatever, but he's a fucking fantastic guitarist.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mike, what are you thinking?
As far as this goes, that slug looks pretty badass. And go, Jason Goes to Hell.
I love Mike's voting system.
Hey, that slug does. Cool. That slug reminds me a lot of Evil Dead. So,
yes.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, cool. I'm glad you say that.
I think it's 6-3 right now, by the way.
On who? Jason?
Jason's winning.
Mike's the one properly celebrating.
Told you guys I would help solve this. Yeah,
you
I
did.
told you guys I'd help you solve this.
Well, we can do this one fast because we know. Happy birthday, Mike.
Terry, I respect that opinion. Terry, I respect that. I respect that opinion because he said that it's close. My
issue with it is it's just I hate anything after. Well, I already told you I re-listened to Minutes to Midnight, and it's like half the album is amazing.
I tried telling you that.
The other half is terrible.
You thought I was crazy when I said that.
Yeah, but half of it's like.
Oh, Mike, you said that.
Two of my favorite Linkin Park songs are off that album, though. Like two of my top, like probably 5 or 6 are off.
The song I want played at my funeral's off that album, so I get it.
I can't wait for you to die. Wait, what's the song?
I know. Can you monetize it? Leave out all the rest.
Can you monetize it? Oh, okay.
If you can monetize my funeral, go for it. I'm all for it. I give you the rights to my funeral.
Mike, I like where your brain's at. Can you monetize it? And by the way, we're only doing the stream with Steve because he's our newest Patreon. It's like a Make-A-Wish kid. We let him do a stream.
Oh, now I gotta add a name, and of course it's Steve is the name I gotta say. Fuck.
It is Steve. I am Steve. Fuck. All right, Steve.
Have you ever heard that real quick?
Nope.
I am Steve.
Yeah. Just so you know, that last one, as much as I
knew where you were
love
going.
Jason, as much as I love Jason X, I am gonna go with the other one because I know the original Halloween that came out.
What are you talking about? You voted against Jason X?
I'm going to, yeah. Because
I just skipped because I assumed Jason X.
Jason X is amazing, but is it really a better movie than the first Halloween
2018?
That trilogy? Yeah.
No, not at all. But
exactly, I know these things. I'm not gonna be
Mike. Remember, you're here to. You better not fucking tie, because that's why
I'm unbiased. Look, we're
because he's about to go Jason right here.
Yeah.
What's the score right now?
Jason here.
It's 6-4. Yeah,
and it's gonna be 7-4.
I just made it 7-4. Yeah, it's Freddy versus
Mike.
Jason.
You're not gonna vote for Evil Dies tonight. This is the movie.
The movie should have died.
Have you seen Freddy versus
before it
Jason?
came out?
Have you seen Freddy versus Jason?
I've seen parts of Freddy versus Jason.
Okay.
Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. From what I saw, I did enjoy it. Yes.
You like Freddy versus Jason?
I love Freddy Krueger. I just hate that awful remake that they did because that thing could fucking go in a dumpster fire.
And speaking of remakes,
that's what it was.
Mike, when you jumped in, this is where we were.
Yeah,
this was the end.
Well, and
what's Mike's score right
again,
now?
A 7-4.
Oh, it's already over. Okay, so what do you got?
Yeah, and make it 8-4 anyway because Friday 13th.
Hell yeah, Mike is the biggest Jason Glazer of all.
Let's
go, baby.
Hell yeah, Mike for Jason's birthday and Mike's own birthday, voting for Jason.
A winner.
Yeah, I'm wearing it too.
Yeah.
I have Michael staring right at me right over here. I have my Halloween shirt.
I'm wearing nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, nothing.
taking it off. Okay.
Plus, we haven't got a good Michael Myers game, and Friday the 13th game is fucking awesome.
That's true. But who has
thank you, Terry. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll put that up. Happy birthday, Mike.
Happy birthday, Paulie. We got to get him a robot like Rocky 4.
Oh Jesus!
Fucking.
I was actually reading a thread on Reddit.
Was that Rocky
about,
4? I thought that was Rocky 3 with the robot.
A lot of people think it's 3. It's 4. That's why 3's better. Another reason Rocky 3 is better. It doesn't have the robot.
No, I think you're all wrong. Hold on.
The robot is so out of place. No, I was saying that. I was reading a thread today that was like the biggest out of nowhere movie moments. And fucking Paulie's robot was like way up there. Like, what the fuck was this random robot? Happy birthday, Paulie. Tell me that random robot wasn't out of place in the Rocky franchise.
I don't care. I love it. I fucking love it. I love Rocky 4, dude. I will fucking defend that shit to my grave.
Rocky 3 better.
No.
Why does it have to be in my favorite Rocky movie?
Shut up, Mike.
That robot sucks.
No, it's fucking hilarious. He's rich. He's a fucking rich boxer, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, I love Rocky 4. Let's exclude the robot part. Rocky 4 is still my favorite movie, okay?
I would agree. Get rid of the robots.
I have a hot take about Rocky anyway, dude, because I love the last Rocky a lot.
Oh, Rocky
my second favorite. My second favorite is Balboa.
Really? After the OG?
I think it has the most
Balboa
weight.
Balboa.
I think it has the most emotional weight to it, other than the original. I just think it has a really good story, good emotional weight.
Thank you, Corey. Corey, come on, you know this. When they do a live stream that I'm not included, I crash.
He's gonna jump it at some point.
It's my thing.
Mike,
think of it this way:
are you available tomorrow night?
No, even if you have a stream, I might show up.
Mike will be there for the last 30 minutes.
I think you should be there the whole time.
Corey, think about it. We'll tell you off stream.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can just announce to the world.
But Corey, think of it this way. Our Rocky episode on Culture Shock is the most downloaded episode by far. Now we're talking about Rocky on this. Maybe it'll blow up. Dude, Steve, our Rocky episode has like 4 times the downloads of any other episode of our podcast. People love our Rocky
I listened
episode.
to that one. I listened to that one. And then I had to quit listening to your guys' things because I just had to keep hearing Corey's terrible opinions, and I got annoyed.
Tell me about it.
I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Tell me about it.
I heard too much.
That fat fuck. Hey, Corey, I hope your shift's going good.
Oh, is he at work right now?
Yeah, he's closing tonight.
Oh, that's
all right, Corey. If you leave a comment,
algorithm.
The almighty algorithm. All right, Corey. So Mike picked Jason by a pretty good margin. Steve and I tied.
And we went Corey, 6 for 6.
But Corey, tell us before we get off here if you're more Halloween or Friday, and maybe that'll be a tiebreaker.
No,
Corey said it's not going good
at
all.
I already broke the tie.
I think Chad would have won Friday too, and Ryan would have.
Yeah, they would have. But Mike, you're such a horror expert that we can't really take your opinion.
Oh,
that's fair.
Ours. Yeah, that's fair. I understand that.
All right, guys, but I think that is going to do it for our first ever franchise face-off. This is an idea we want to implement more in the future. Maybe more of a cinema showdown, which is like a singular movie versus. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Had a bus of basketball players. Oh no, that sucks. I'm sorry, Corey.
Did you put some guacamole in their burgers? Anyway,
Adrian's gone.
Adrian's gone.
Our host is gone. He was trying to wrap things up, and he's gone. So now you'll have to be entertained by me and Mike.
For those of you who don't understand the reference, it's from the movie Waiting. Yeah, special sauce. See, Corey got it.
Yeah, I don't think we know that one.
You never seen Waiting?
I'm not a big movie guy as much as you guys.
That's true. So Waiting is where the penis showing game came from. It's the goat, the brain. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's super. I mean, I don't know why anybody would want to do that. I had some friends that tried that shit, and I was like, this is really.
What they do, the bat wing?
It's the bat wing, bitch. But yeah, that's where that came from.
Okay. I've probably seen clips and never actually watched it.
I've seen that movie, so.
I'm assuming it's comedy. I'm not big. I haven't seen. I would say comedy is one of my least watched genres.
I've definitely watched it since I became a huge fan of him, but Ryan Reynolds is in it. But I watched that movie before I was a huge fan of Ryan Reynolds, so it was just another, like, it wasn't like a big deal to me to watch it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's still a hilarious movie. It's just fucking. It's got Ryan Reynolds, Justin Long, Anna Faris.
Yeah, I like Justin Long too. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't like watch comedy when I'm by myself as much as I used to. I'm just never like in the mood for it. I guess.
I understand that.
It's more like if I was with people.
It's good to laugh with people. That's why I like
private chat. Is it Adrian?
Yeah, he says he's
trying to get back.
my thing with certain movies, like I just recently watched The Room with these two knuckleheads, Corey and Adrian. And I think if I would have watched that by myself, I would have fucking hated it.
Yeah, but it's hilarious together.
But watching it with a group of friends, like it was so easy and dumb to make fun of, and I don't know.
Our little cutting out a little bit. But
I'm cutting out.
Yeah.
I stumbled over my words and then just stopped talking. Adrian, just tell everybody I'm having technical issues and I'll end it. Haha. Oh, hey, so everybody, as you've seen, I just read that Adrian's having technical issues. So I guess he's basically saying, fuck off.
We're out of here.
Yeah, we're out of here. Oh, peace. Thanks for watching.
He's